Listen.
Hey everyone, welcome to Zack Attack News Live. It is July 9th, Tuesday, probably 7:01. I'm excited to talk to you guys about a bunch of big news stories we have today. One that might be an industry shaking news story that's going to be changing stuff for a little while, kind of like how when Disney bought Fox. And I'm really, really excited to break that down. We have the early reactions to Longlegs, one of the most highly anticipated horror movies that I've seen in a long, long time. We have a buy, rent, or sale with 3 very interesting trailers to do, including Gladiator 2. I'm super excited to react to that. I just covered the set photos last week, and now we have a trailer. And we have a bunch of box office news to talk about and everything in between. But I'm really, really excited just to talk to you guys. There's a poll going on in the chat right now. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Vote on that. And let me know what you guys are doing. And if you're eating anything or if you watched anything interesting recently, I'm going to go through some of the chat and then we'll get into the first topics. 80 Kids from the 90s says the king has returned. You calling me the king? I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. You're my guy. And also, if you want to donate in any way, those are the lists of what happens if you do a super chat right there at the bottom. Dave Show said, it's hot as balls. I'm tired of it. Oh my God. You don't understand how much I am sweating in my room right now. I can't turn on my AC because it's going to make way too much noise. I just have my fan on and it's definitely not enough. So I'm sweating and dying out here for you guys. This has been going on for like 4 days straight and I'm dying. I don't like the cold. But whoo, this heat is crazy. My Ask Me Anything video will go up on Friday. Feel free to stop by the community tab and leave a question. Is that up right now? I definitely want to leave some questions for you. I'll go check that out, 80s Kid. I'm really looking forward to this live stream, Zach. Can't wait to see your reaction to Gladiator 2 trailer and hear what you might pick up for physical media. A little preview to what's going to be happening. We're going to definitely be talking about some physical media and an announcement that came out as well for something that's going to be happening later in the month, in the year. The Laser said, what's good, man? I changed my profile. Do you like it? Because some people think it's creepy. You kind of look like a Beavis and Butthead character. It's not creepy. I can see what they're saying. I don't think it looks creepy. But I like your picture where you just look like Joe Russo and Anthony Russo. Noah Kaiser, what's up, man? How are you doing? This guy does Hallmark reviews of all Hallmark movies. He covers horror. He does a weekly live stream where he covers news. I think right before my live stream. He also goes on Tuesday. Check out Noah. He said, like the video and subscribe. I appreciate you, man. Jay Pylon, what's up? How are you doing, man? Help me, how you doing? Hey, Michael 101591. I love this. It's my favorite YouTube name to say. Well, spicy 4K action, but I haven't seen him in a long time. How are you doing, Mike? Salute to the chat. Thumbs up, Zack Attack Reviews. I appreciate that. Hey, 80 Kids from the 90s. What's up? Chillmonger, what's up, man? How are you doing? He did some really great videos covering what's the stuff that Emma Roberts said, and then he did a video. There was a specific video that you did that I really liked. I didn't get the comment, but I watched. Shoot, I hate when I forget stuff like that when I'm trying to give shout outs. I know you did something on Storm, but it was something about sure. Oh yeah, Letitia Wright talking about Black Panther and her talking about how she has more Black Panther in store with her, and they're gonna do more with the character with her. And you talking about how they're gonna give it to the kid. Go check out Chillmonger's video where he breaks down Black Panther and the future of it in the MCU and how he specifically feels. Always great videos. I'm not sure if that's a members only video because I'm subscribed to his members only, and you should be too. But check out Chill. This is the first time I'm hearing about Longlegs. What, Michael? Where have you been? People have been talking about it like crazy. Salutations to the room. Hey, T, how are you doing, man? How you feeling? He said, I'm sore, but I'm a 10 out of 10. Let's go. Love to hear it. Why are you so sore? I watched Bulletproof Monk yesterday and had fun with it. And I watched Jaws for the first time on 4th of July and loved it. It's such a classic. Nice. I've actually never heard of Bulletproof Monk. I heard you talking about that in our other chat. I don't think I've watched Jaws from beginning to end. So I think I need to do that. The only thing I've been watching is House of Dragon, and last week's episode was crazy. That's what I'm hearing. I heard that the last week's episode was absolutely insane. Yeah, it's still up. Okay, I'm gonna check out that I'm gonna go on your community tab. I had some some of your videos to check out anyway and comment on. Hey, Kenny Sparks, mod of the chat, beloved channel member, beloved friend. If you mess around in the chat, he will kick you out. How are you doing, man? What's up, family? Everybody saying hi. I love it. Hey, Dale on Movies, what's up, man? How are you doing? Emma Robert blames social media for Madam Web flogging, which I laughed. Yeah, that was silly. I don't know. So out of touch. Out of touch. I'm not gonna say it. You see what he's saying. Trying to make me say things I don't believe in. Michael, glad you like Jaws and Bulletproof Monk. We'll do a watch along of Jaws at some point. Well, you might be able to count me in there because, like I said, I haven't actually sat down and watched it from beginning to end. That would be great. He said, Joe Russo is crazy. He said, I'm clearing out so much stuff I don't need sometime this week. Riddle me this. What to keep on Blu-ray, the Batman or Batman? Wait. Is it the Batman, the Matt Reeves film or Batman 89? Jesus. Batman 89. Well, do you have a DVD version of Batman 89? You gotta have both, man. Don't give away either or. Katie Sparks, are you caught up House of Dragon? You know he loves his House of Dragons. Would love to do a watch along with Jaws. He said, I need a Spider-Ham movie. That was rumored to be happening. Well, not a movie, but a TV show. So we will see. Okay, let's get into the first topic. If I can find it. So, Longlegs. I was just talking about that. We have someone in the chat that's never heard of the movie, but this is one of the most highly anticipated horror movies that we've gotten in a long, long time. The hype is real. The marketing has been amazing. Just the trailers alone have been absolutely terrifying and scary, and everyone is wondering if it's going to live up to all the hype. The movie drops this Friday. We'll be talking about that when we get to the end of the stream, where I talk about what's coming next and other films that will be coming out. But the first initial reviews have come in. Some critics have gotten to see it, and it has some varying degrees of reviews. Quite like Maxine last week when I did the first reaction for that. A lot of hype for that film. Everything was up and down when it comes to what people felt about it. And I'm really interested because the hype for this film has been insane. I'm super hyped to check it out. I have my tickets. So the first reviews are in for Longlegs. This is starring Scream Queen Michael Monroe. Obviously, if you've seen It Follows, you've seen her before, but she's in other things. One of my favorite horror movies for the last couple of years, The Watchers, and Significant Other on Paramount Plus. She's really great in horror films, and she looks like she's going to do an amazing job here. Nicolas Cage is also starring. They have not showed him at all because I heard the way he looks in this film is absolutely insane, and this is one of his best performances ever. But let's see what the critics have to say. With 19 reviews counted on Rotten Tomatoes, it sits at 100%, a 8.2 out of 10 rating, which is incredibly high for a horror film. While some of the individual review scores are mid-range, 3 out of 5 style affairs, there's little to no outright negative reviews. All seem to praise Oz Perkins' slow burn thriller that the regular subverts expectations, gives stars Michael Monroe and Nick Cage a chance to deliver strong performances, and overall has high level of production and design quality, which you want to hear for a horror film. David Rooney at The Hollywood Reporter says, a freaky trip, a darkly disturbing experience pulsing with an evil that's unrelenting in its spontaneous creepiness. It might be argued that Perkins stirs too many elements into the mix here, but Longlegs is the most fully realized and relentlessly effective film. But Longlegs is his most fully realized and relentlessly effective film to date. So yeah, a lot of people talk about the film's atmosphere, the evil that's oozing off the screen, how it sits with you, but it says here not all things are shining and great, that there's a mix of too many elements in here, even though the film is fully realized. This is from Peter DeBurge of Variety. He said, Perkins understands that jump scares are but one of the pleasures of a successful horror movie. Destabilizing audience expectations, relieving tension with unforeseen bursts of absurdity are very bit as important. Both tactics he employs with expert precision. It's a shame then that all these ingredients are in the service of such an inadequate how do you say that word? I don't know how to say that word. To a plot that doesn't hold up. I know how to read the word. I don't know how to say the word. I don't know why. What's going on with my brain? But yeah, so it sounds like just like the other one, but this one seems a little bit more negative. that this movie has a lot of great ideas, has a lot of great tension. It subverts expectations. It's not a bunch of jump scares. He knows how to do a bunch of absurdity and build the tension and break it and bring you back in. But the plot overall is not the best, which I was kind of scared of because they weren't really showing the plot in any of the trailers. Longlegs gets under your skin and stays there, immersing you thoroughly in the repulsive, discomforting nature of evil through terrifying imagery and a tactile atmosphere that's unshakable. Why I really wanted to point out this review is coming from Megan Navarro from Bloody Disgusting. And Bloody Disgusting is a publication that specifically reviews and covers horror films. So this is a person that loves horror movies. So it makes sense. And she gives the most uh like positive review so far. Like I said, everyone's talking about the atmosphere. People talk about how it makes you feel and how it lasts with you, and I think that's the most important part. Like, even if a plot is not super strong, how it makes you feel while you're watching it and how you feel after is the most important to me. And everybody's praising the performance of Nick Cage and Michael Monroe. Longlegs isn't the radical horror amalgamation it's hyped itself to be, but Perkins does prove that his vision is alluring, fresh perspective in the making. This is from Nick Rahoot. Sorry if I said your name wrong, from Awards Watch. So he's saying, temper your expectations. This movie might not be as hyped as everyone is hyping it up to be, but the movie is still a vision. It's still great. It still has qualities to it that make you want to watch it. A sturdily constructed horror film with a foundation sneakily built on shifting sands. Perkins slowly and slyly adjusts the stakes of the film until they become unmistakably different from where they began. Longlegs becomes too often defined by what it's not. All the time spent defying conventions never results in rewriting any of them. So this is Marshall Shafter from Slant. So basically what it sounds like he's saying is that the film has a shaky grounding, and that sounds like the plot again. Once again, the plot is not super duper uber strong, which is unfortunate. It subverts expectations, but it doesn't change the game. It feels like, I've heard that people say, like, it feels like Silent of the Lambs. It feels like other slasher slash cult leader slash Christian horror films that we've seen before. But the tension and the performances is what make it stand out. So it's very, very interesting. So that's just a couple of the 19 reviews that came out. The movie is still positively being reviewed, but I think the expectations here where maybe the story might not work for everyone, and I think that's going to be very interesting. Have you heard of Longlegs? Are you excited about the movie coming in now after you see some early reactions of the film? And what is your anticipation levels out of 10? Drop all those comments down below if you're watching afterwards. If you're live, stay tuned. Let's talk in the chat. I hate when my words get mixed up, guys. Let's see. Where was I? Life is good. Jay Laser. I need Spider-Man movie. Okay. Did you see that Inside Out 2 is in now the top 10 biggest Disney movies of all time? And it's the top 20 biggest movies of all time. Absolutely. Wait, at 800 million? Really? I'm surprised that it's in the top 20 with 800 million. I don't know about the top 20 biggest movies of all time, but I know it's probably in the top 10 biggest Disney because it beat a lot of Disney records. We're going to be talking about the box office for that film soon. Michael 1151 told 80s kid to keep both Batmans. Now, if they're a Batman and Robin, get rid of that and light it on fire. That's funny that you talked about Batman and Robin because we're going to be talking about Batman Forever and Batman and Robin soon. Let's see. Just watched Letitia Wright in a Western called Surrounded. It was not bad. Think Mulan, but set in the American West shortly after the Civil War. Interesting. Where did you watch that, Dell, on movies? I want to see her in more things. I've only seen her really in Black Panther and Black Mirror, but I haven't seen her in another film outside of that. I'm seeing it Friday with my mom because I told her I'm not seeing this by myself. I totally understand. It's going to be a creepy experience. I'm going to see Longlegs by myself because my friend who goes to the movies with me, he does not like horror films. So I end up going to see those films by myself all the time. Walt Dorn will be directing Shrek 5. He previously directed Trolls Trilogy and worked on the story for the first films. I'm not excited anymore. We're actually going to be talking about that in the quickfire news. So you're getting a little bit ahead. Can't wait. Why is this not popping up? Okay, there we go. Can't wait to see Longlegs. Me too. I'm super duper excited despite all this. I never thought I'd be clearing out so many Star Wars action figures. I love Star Wars, but I only want to keep my absolute favorites. It's also a way for me to clean out old energy. I understand that. That makes sense. Kind of you moving on, you want to let go some things. Sometimes you have to let go some things to bring in some new things, right? You can't hold on to old things and still there's not enough space in us. That makes sense. Hopefully, it's not too many elements like Maxine. That's what I'm kind of scared of. Maxine had a lot going on and didn't execute everything well. So I'm kind of scared of that, but that's a good point. Inside Out 2 also made more than Incredibles 2 and is now the fifth biggest animated movie of all time. Pixar's biggest movie ever made. Insane. Insane. When I get home after the movie, I better be able to sleep at night. I'll be mad if this movie makes me not be able to sleep because I'm usually a cranky person if I don't sleep. Well, the movie they're talking about this movie sits with you. So just be prepared for not to sleep. If you are someone that gets scared very easily, be prepared for that. Here's a bright idea. Why not make the Shrek Blu-ray case green? Ooh, I like that. I love seeing Blu-ray and physical media cases. I wish they would do that more. Inside Out 2 has made 1.2 billion worldwide. From what I last saw, unless I'm wrong, it didn't get to a billion yet. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me check worldwide. Inside Out 2. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, this has probably happened after I checked. Okay, well, I'll update that while we're talking about the box office. I'm super excited for Longlegs Friday. Collector Movie Man says, I'm glad you two movie community is here because some of the reviews you put out really define how I feel about film too. Same goes for the chat who review. Y'all awesome. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, Jay. I really want to, when I do my reviews, really put you in a mindset of like what to expect and and also tell you what I like and dislike. So I really appreciate that. That means the world to me. Why would I have the guts to own the worst Batman movie? That's just crazy. I believe Side 2 could make 1.6 billion by the end of the theatrical run. I know, crazy. Well, it's not slowing down too much, so it's very, very possible. But let's see. Oh, Derpy, what's up? Finally saw Bad Boys 4 and it was better than 3. Absolutely agree. First of all, welcome Derpy Entertainment to the live stream. And yes, I agree. Bad Boys 4 is definitely better than Bad Boys 3. Inside Out 2 will become the highest grossing Disney sequel when it closes its run. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Let me close this poll and start a new one. 76% of you guys said you are fantastic. 50% said fabulous. 7% fantismo. That's awesome. Are you excited for Longlegs? Yes. No. What is that? Start poll. All right. Surrounded's on Prime. Okay, I'm gonna have to add that on. Let's get into our next topic of the day, and this is gonna be a little bit of Marvel, Sony, Spider-Man news, but hopefully some positive ones. So, a couple weeks ago, I talked about how Nicolas Cage is going to be reprising his role as Spider-Man Noir, but in a live-action series on Prime Video. It was rumored like last year that they talked about this, but we weren't sure if Nicolas Cage was going to come back or if it's going to be live action. It's been officially confirmed that not only is it live action, Nicolas Cage is going to be playing the character. But we got more details today and during this week. We got a casting of a pivotal character in his franchise, an actor that I really like, and we got a little bit of plot details that Nicolas Cage has talked about. So, casting and new plot details. I don't know why I'm mixing up my words today. Sorry, guys. For Spider-Man Noir. And it also has a new name. We'll talk about that as well. So, Lamorne Morris will star alongside Nicolas Cage in the upcoming live-action Spider-Man Noir series at Amazon, Variety has learned. The show is now titled Spider Noir. So they took the man out and they're going to be calling it just Spider Noir. Was formally ordered to series in May with Cage in the lead role. As previously reported, the show will debut domestically on MGM Plus, which sucks because I don't have MGM. Linear channel and then globally on Prime Video. So it'll eventually get to Prime Video. Morris will appear in the series' regular role as Robbie Robertson, who is described as a driven, hardworking, and won't take no for an answer, a dedicated journalist trying to make it with the odds stacked against him as a black professional in the 1930s New York. He takes riskier stories that no one else would touch in order to catch attention and a paycheck. He's willing to do whatever is necessary for his career. This character actually was in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man series. An actor kind of looked exactly like this picture here, which is really, really interesting. Marvel fans will recall that Robertson has long been a supporting character in the Spider-Man comics, where Robertson is an editor at the Daily Bugle. He also played a part in the mini comic series, Spider-Man Noir, Eyes Without a Face. So he's been in this multiverse role. He's been in there. So they're adapting it straight from the comics, which is fantastic. Morris is best known for his role as Winston Bishop in the hit Fox comedy series New Girl, one of my favorite comedies series of all time. I love this show, which ran for 7 seasons. He's hilarious in this. He recently starred in season 5 of the critically acclaimed FX anthology series Fargo, and he was in a short-lived Hulu series called Woke, which I thought was really funny, but unfortunately got canceled. He was previously made appearances on shows like Ghost, Call Me Cat, Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. And his next thing he's going to be doing, he's going to be on upcoming film SNL 1975 as the role as Garrett Norris, and will appear in the 2nd season of Netflix comedy series Unstable. So he's booked and busy. My man is booked and busy. He was also in Game Night, which was really, really great in that as well. Moving on to plot details, Nicolas Cage sat down with the New Yorker and talked about the role a little bit and what he wants to bring to it and some of the aspects that we didn't know about. So he said, well, I mean, the fantasy would be that I would try to inspire to be something more golden age. That's what he wants to play like the character. You know, he wants to be more like James Cagney or Humphrey Bogart or Hedy Lamarr or Betty Davis. I wanted to have that kind of aura, you know, like more enigmatic. You don't know too much about the character. He said, we'll see what happens if I do this Amazon show. And it's interesting. He said, if I do this Amazon show, like it's not already, I guess it's still in the process. So I guess he might not do it. But he said, and they put me in black and white. We'll see if they can get some of that flavor. So the show is going to be in black and white, it seems like he's talking about. But, you know, you never know with Nick Cage. He might just be saying things. Asked about his first proper foray into television, Cage added, I saw Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad stare at a suitcase for half the episode. I thought, we don't have time to do that in movies. So that, to me, seemed like an opportunity to open it up a little bit. I don't know if the Project Noir that I'm exploring has room for that. I think this is much more sort of popcorn entertainment episodic. And Nick Cage has talked about how he wants to retire from movies and wants to move over to television because you have more space to act in film, in TV shows, because it's long form. And he goes on to talk about and say, that the live action Spider-Man TV series consists of 8 episodes, and it described as a more of a popcorn art mashup like Lichtenstein painting with some sparkle to it. However, despite playing this unique Spidey variant, Cage quick to make it clear, I don't like violence, which is really interesting because he's been in some violent movies and he's also in a horror movie that's coming out, which is super violent, but I digress. He did explain, he said, I don't want to play people who are hurting people. One of the things that I like about this potential show is that it's fantasy. It's not really people beating up people. Monsters are involved, which are very, very interesting. And he said the mention of monsters line up with what we've heard from various scoopers about the series, and it sounds like Cage is bracing himself to see some live action web slinging because he's confirmed that he has slipped out after the interview to go do some scans for the show, and then also for the movie that he's doing after this, doing 2 scans in one day. So we got a lot of great information coming from this. Lamar Morris is a very great comedic actor, but he has shown that he can do serious acting as well. And I think that he's perfect to play along Nicolas Cage. I think this could be a star-making role for him. The way, if you ever seen Unbearable Weight of the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal, and how Pedro Pascal lined up with Nick Cage really well, I think Lamar Morris can do that as well. And I think this character is perfect for it. Very interested to see how his look looks. Are they going to make him look older? He's going to play a younger version of this character that looks like he's usually older. And I'm interested to see what kind of monsters that Nick Cage will be fighting in this film, in this noir 1930s New York. Where he's going to be a Spider-Man, a Peter Parker that's older, feel like he needs to retire, but drawn back and dragged back into the life when something personal happens to him. That was like the synopsis that I read online. Guys, are you excited about Spider-Man or Spider Noir. It's no longer Spider-Man Noir, but Spider Noir. Do you think this can be an awesome show? Do you think that it's on the right channel, Amazon Prime? Are you excited for the casting, and are you excited the fact that this is going to be live action, but it's going to have fantasy elements? It's really, really interesting. Something that we haven't really seen in Spider-Man at all. Drop all those comments down below if you're watching this after the live stream. If you're watching live, stay tuned and let's talk about it. Okay, let me end last poll and start a new poll. I asked you guys, are you excited for Longlegs? 44% says yes. The other 44% said, what is that? So a lot of you guys don't even know what it is. And then 11% said no. So a lot more people don't know what it is and are not excited about it than are excited about it. So that makes me worry a little bit. Are you excited though? For Spider-Man. Oh, sorry. Not Spider-Man anymore. Noir. Yes. No. Need trailer. Okay, let's get to the comments, see what you guys got to say. Surrounded. I don't think I've heard of that. Interesting. Spider-Man does what he can. Yep. Looking forward to Spider-Man Noir. Hey, Zach, did you hear that China got to see the first 35 minutes of Deadpool Wolverine and the audience was going crazy in China? The Chinese government actually wrote news article. Yeah, I heard about that last week. And then there's spoilers for the movie now online because of that. So I'm trying to stay away from all that. All right, here's the ultimate question. Oh boy. I have MGM Plus on my file, so that's something to check out. Nice. I want to get it because there's a show on there I want to watch called From that I heard is fantastic. And there's also another one called Paradigm, I think it's called. So I kind of want to, but I really wish they would just fuse Prime Video and MGM Plus together. I don't understand why they have to be separate series. 90 Spider-Man or Spectacular Spider-Man? Spectacular Spider-Man. That's my favorite animated Spider-Man show. So that's my answer. New Girl was mad to me. That's fair. I love New Girl. Making popcorn with tons of butter, flavored popcorn oil drizzle over it. Oh, nice. Sounds good. I hope it will be in black and white. It just adds to effect to it. Yeah, I think it will make it really stand out. Scottish Geek Guy, what's up, man? How are you doing? Off to see Longlegs on Friday. We were just talking about Longlegs just a couple minutes ago. We were looking at the early reviews for the film and how kind of a little mixed. But I'm still excited for it. I haven't even watched the trailer. Going in cold. Nice. The trailers don't really give anything away, so it's fine. I heard that Nicolas Cage got digitally scanned, which worries me. He's digitally scanned for 2 films for like CGI moments. That's what he's talking about for scans, not like scanned so they can use his for AI. He's talked about he does not want to do that at all. I'm definitely interested in Spider-Man Noir. Nice. I'm definitely think it could be good if it's done right. I'm just glad not doing it. I'm not sure what that meant. It's being on Prime is definitely a plus to me. I haven't seen too many Prime shows that I don't like. I agree. I think Prime is a very, very strong platform. I totally agree. I definitely check it out. I don't have high hopes for the show. I gotta see. The showrunner for Punisher is on it, so I kind of have more high hopes. I'm more positive for it because he did a great job with that show. But we'll see. It's a whole different kind of film. It's fantasy. It's not as realistic, so we'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to Spider-Man Noir. I'm just happy it's not. Oh, it's not gonna be on Disney Plus. Okay, gotcha. I'm having a bowl of cereal right now. Nice. I don't know what time it is over there for you, but it will be very, very late for me to have that. Okay, let's get on to the next topic. So, 28 weeks later is one of the pioneers in ushering a new era in zombies. It did a lot of things that a lot of zombie movies didn't do. The atmosphere, the running zombies, the acting, the violence, up there with one of the best zombie movies ever, and it holds up. 28 days later, sorry. 28 weeks later is a sequel. I actually like that movie a lot, but it got panned, and this is why we haven't gotten a sequel in a long time. But moving on, the movement for the sequel has gone, and I think because Cillian Murphy won an Oscar, he's pushing his weight to get his stuff made, and we've gotten some more details because they're shooting the film as we speak. The first part, because it's supposed to be a trilogy, shooting the film right now, so there's set photos. So 28 years later. Set photos are shared online, showing how much the world has changed since the virus outbreak. Don't mind this poster here; it's not real, but I thought it was cool. It's fan made. As Shang's Device Outbreak, director Danny Boyle first 28 days later movie was a surprise success in 2002, and a sequel 28 weeks later followed in 2007. Though it hailed from a new director and new writers, now Boyle is set to reteam with original movie writer Alex Garland. We know Alex Garland, he just did Civil War, he's done Annihilation, he's done a bunch of stuff. He's a really great writer. With the original movie writer Alex Garland for upcoming 28 years later, and Alex Garland is also going to be writing the whole trilogy. They're going to have 3 different directors, but Alex Garland will write all the films. Which sees Cillian Murphy reprising his role from the original film as Jim, alongside Jodie Comer and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson and Jodie Comer are booked and busy. They've been in a lot of stuff lately, and I'm happy for them. 2 really solid actors. Speaking of Jodie Comer, look at this new look. Woo! I think that she's a beautiful girl, but she looks crazy in these pictures. 2 images of featuring Comer sporting a new look. One that speaks to the harsh conditions of the post-apocalyptic life. She was running in one, looking fairly ominously at the camera in the other. Looks like she's probably running from a zombie, or maybe she's infected and she is running from people who are coming after her. And the reason why I think that might be a possibility, and that's why she's hiding, is because of this image right here. The other 2 images provide a look at 2 young actors in production, with Boyle pictured chatting with them in one. The older of the 2 main actors is decked out in full military gear, and the NATO patch on his arm identifies him as a character named E. Sundivist. I don't know how to say that properly. Apologies to this man and his character's name. Why I think that's important and why this could be interesting is because in 28 weeks later, we got something when it comes to NATO and Britain not being able to contain this. So the inclusion of a NATO soldier in 28 years later set photo suggests that Britain has been unable to independently achieve order, mirroring a key storyline in 28 weeks later. Since Andy and Tammy, the 2 main characters in that film, were both crucial parts of 28 weeks later storyline, it would make more sense for 28 years later to feature both of them instead of one. The actor for Andy hasn't acted since 28 weeks later, but Tammy has been in a bunch of things. That's a Mujan Poots, I think how you say her name, and she's been in tons of stuff. And she's a very great horror actor as well. Extreme queen, as you can say. Andy was properly immune to the rage virus with his eye mutation, making him humanity's best hope for finding a cure. His immunity could serve as one of the central driving forces to the 28 years later storyline, allowing the movie series to conclude and run on a high note where humans overcome the virus with Andy's help. So there's some early looks at this film that's been long gestating. I'm really, really excited. I love 28 days later. I love 28 weeks later. I'm excited for Cillian Murphy to come back, Danny Boyle to direct, Alex Garland to write, Anita Costa is going to be directing the second film. It's interesting to see how all these elements come together. I think that the theory that that these 2 characters from 28 weeks later could come back as well, tying all the films up together, and we have someone that could be the cure. It's a little bit of a Last of Us kind of feel, but probably hopefully a little different, even though the actor who was a little kid then is probably much older now, because I think the movie came out 22 years ago. It hasn't been in anything else. They can bring him back in here, and it could be his first role in a long time. We've seen it happen where actors who don't get a lot of work after being in a big film coming in and doing a new movie that's like a legacy sequel. If that not, then they can recast because it's going to be so long. They can find somebody that kind of looks like him. But bring back Imogen Poots. She's a great actress, and I would like to see all these characters interact, and for it to be a storyline where there is a someone that is the cure. We haven't had a big blockbuster or a big mainstream film in theaters with zombies, with someone that has the cure and is immune to the virus, and they're fighting over it and all the things that could come with that. Guys, what do you think about this first couple set photos and how desolate everything looks, especially the way Jodie Comer looks so raggedy in there? I don't know why they keep making her look raggedy. Bike Riders did it as well. And are you excited for the potential storyline that this movie could possess? If you're watching this afterwards, drop all those comments down below and let me know. If you're watching live, stay tuned. Says 8 p.m. Okay, we're on the same. We have the same time zone. Are you eating cereal? He said, I'm skeptical about Noir. It feels like Cage is doing it just to get paid. I don't know Clark. Interesting. Why do you feel like Nick Cage is doing it just to get paid? He said he wants to do TV shows. Not a huge fan of 28 Days Later. Still haven't seen 28 Weeks Later. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, Zach, I wanted to ask, what did you think of Agatha All Along trailer? I have not watched it. That's going to be part of the buy, rent, or sale trailer reactions, Agatha all along. So you'll see live what I think about it. Cage has done a lot of movies and other things just for a paycheck. He'll tell you so, but he still always gives 100%, 1000%. I don't think this is it because he's talked about how he loves his Spider-Man Noir character. So I don't think he's doing this just for a check. The latest says he has. I have hot chocolate. Nice. I haven't seen any of this franchise. I'll have to get on that. Yeah, man, definitely check it out. I'm going to be very curious how you feel about 28 days later because it's a lot slower than 28 weeks later. Agatha all along trailer is great. Can't wait for it. We're going to be looking at that very, very soon. Oh, he said he wanted to? No, okay, never mind. Yeah, he definitely wanted to. He loves the character. He wanted to be in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but obviously he's going to be Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. So that's something that's going to be very, very interesting as well. Okay, let's get into the next topic. And this one might be something that's going to be big for the industry, and that is Skydance. The merger is happening, right? We talked about this weeks ago, how the merger might have been happening, and then like soon after I reported it, it fell apart because Skydance wanted to sell off parts of Paramount, and the parent company of Paramount did not want that to happen. This is why they haven't sold it yet, but there's a lot of debt that's going on in Paramount, so they have to do this merger, and it looks like they finally got the deal to go. Dixon Skydance Media has announced Sunday night that it has its backers will invest $8 billion in a takeover of Paramount Global, capping a 7-month quest. The company has received approval earlier Sunday from a special committee of Paramount Board of Directors. The full board then okayed the plan for a two-step transaction. First, the acquisition of National Amusements, Inc., then the entity that run by Shari Redstone that had control of almost 80% of Paramount voting shares. That transaction will follow by a full merger. The chairman and CEO and former NBC Universal chief Jeff Shell will leave the company as president. Shell abruptly left NBCU last year after admitting to an inappropriate relationship with a woman at the company. Very, very interesting how Paramount keeps getting CEOs and people running the company who end up having like controversy somewhere else. It's like this is the only place that these people get jobs. Very funny to me. After Bob Baker's ouster in April, 3 execs were installed in the office of the CEO to run the company. The deal is expected to close in the first half of 2025. The company said it will put gold-plated media assets, including CBS, Nickelodeon, Paramount Pictures, in new hands for the first time since the 1980s. In a press release tonight, Skydance said it will reposition Paramount to improve profitability, foster stability, and independence for creators, and enable more investments in a faster-growing digital platform. Finally, Skydance has a 15-year history as a co-finance partners with Paramount on many of its core franchises, including Mission Impossible, Transformers, Top Gun, and not listed here, but also Star Trek. The companies pointed to that background in the official announcement and also noted that Skydance's exceptional pool of in-house creative animated talent, led by pioneer John Lasseter, will position the company as a player in animation. The deal followed months of wrangling, including a period in June when it appeared that Skydance deal would finally become reality, only to have Redstone pull out last minute. Having shepherded the reunion of CBS and Viacom in 2019, the daughter of late longtime mogul Summer Redstone soon found the combination of unwieldy and a pile of debt and a sink stock price ensued, with a range of M&A scenarios taking shape. So that was the main reason why this has happened. Paramount has been in debt for a long time. It has been a mess at the CEO level, and she's been trying to hold on to the legacy of the company, and this is why it hasn't been sold yet. A lot of suitors have tried to get this company either do a merger or a full buyout, but they have proposed to sell assets, and she doesn't want that. She wants to keep the assets that they have here. And I think that Skydance being with Paramount for 15 years, they understand the company, they understand the company values, and I feel like they're going to do a better job of raising the not the stakes, but the profile of Paramount, right? Like I feel like Paramount has started to fall back a little bit in terms of its place in the industry. I think Warner Brothers, Disney, and Universal have kind of position themselves above it. And now we have like Netflix and Apple and all these other Prime Video kind of coming up and creeping on them and may pass them soon. Like Apple TV, well, Prime Video is one of the biggest streaming services in the world right now. It's above Paramount Plus, and they're starting to build franchises over there, right? So I think that what they're going to do here, with the fact that Skydance has done a really, really great job of ushering some of the best things that Paramount has done in the last couple of years, is really, really great, and it shows for a great future for it. It might cut down on things. Let's get Star Trek back in theaters. It's weird that it's been relegated to a TV show. They should be able to do both. Let's get the animation off the ground. Nickelodeon Animation and other animation houses under Paramount have him doing the best. So it'll be very interesting to see how we do this. And obviously, there's going to be the negative thing here, where now that these are merging, there's going to be different positions that are too similar, right? Like we have a house of CEOs instead of one. I can see them wiping that whole out, getting one CEO, and they already have one president. People are going to lose their jobs. That kind of is what really sucks, right? Like when Disney bought Fox, hundreds of people, thousands of people lost their jobs, and that's what's going to happen here, where tons of people end up losing their jobs. So anytime a merger happens, that's the main thing that always sucks. And also monopoly, right? So now that Skydance is here together with this, it's a little bit better than what Disney and Fox did, because Fox was such a powerhouse, just a staple, and now it just doesn't exist. Skydance was more of a partnership, right? It wasn't a big, giant conglomerate. It doesn't have such a story history in terms of mainstream facing. And I think now where it's coming together and they already work together, I think this will be a little better. It just sucks that all these people are going to lose these jobs. One thing I heard that I heard, and it's kind of a negative and a positive. I heard that one of the people that work for Skydance doesn't want to have BET anymore and wants to sell BET. And I think that was one of the things that was hurting them. I hope that someone, presumably someone of my skin color or darker, can buy BET, right? I wish that network could become Black owned, and it being used in a better way. It's been too long relegated to very low budget shows and movies. So it'd be really, really nice for a conglomerate to come in and buy BET off of them. But yeah, this is really, really exciting. Let's see what this happens in 2025 when it's official, what changes they make, and how this shifts the industry, and if Paramount can become a power player in rival Disney, Universal, and Warner Brothers. If you're watching this afterwards, drop me comments down below. What do you think is going to happen once Paramount and Skydance merger fully happens? And if you're watching live, stay tuned. Let's keep talking. So Paramount won't be anymore if a merger is happening. So it will still be Paramount. It's going to be Paramount Skydance. Like they're going to combine the names together, kind of like Warner Brothers Discovery, and there's going to be some shifting around, I believe. I don't have a problem with actors taking a job for money alone. It's how they pay the bills. I agree, and a lot of actors don't have jobs for a long time, so I don't blame them at all. I just hope Skydance doesn't choose to not put out physical media. I love Paramount physical media, and my favorite thing from last year about the Paramount Volume 1 was Scarebox box set. I know a lot of physical media collectors love that box set. Yeah, I hope they don't do that. They talked about digital redistribution, so it feels like they're going to focus on the digital side. So I hope that they don't get rid of the physical media. That's kind of scary. Oh boy, yes, I'm ready. Let's go. Give the new Brad Bird animated film by Skydance called Ray Gun. Ooh, okay. And get some more backing. And Laster against Pixar. I can't wait for this. Yeah, Pixar will have a little bit more competition when it comes to animation, because they've been the top guys for a long time. Okay, let's move into our quick. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Brand. I was like, where's the thing that I'm looking for? Let's get into the next rapid fire thing. I call this rapid fire news. So rapid fire news is when I break down news topics I feel like I don't need to go like deep into and talk to you guys about a lot, but I wanted to share with you. And the first thing is here. We've been just talking about animation, how animation is getting big. We're going to be talking about animation all throughout this live stream, honestly, because animation is on its way being so profitable. But Shrek 5 has been officially announced by DreamWorks and I believe Universal. Shrek 5 is officially a go, with Universal and DreamWorks announcing that the storied franchise will return July 1st, 2026. So far away, I'm going to be so old by the time this movie comes out. Stars Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz will return 25 years later after the original Shrek hit theaters. The feature has long been in development and will arrive 16 years after the previous entry, Shrek Forever After. Wow, that's crazy. That was 16 years ago, which bowed in 2010 and earned a $752 million globally, which makes no sense how this movie made so much money and it didn't do a next one. Walt Dawn will direct after working as a writer on the second film and third films and the head of story on the fourth film. Minions Rise of Gru co-director Brad Abelson will co-direct with Shrek Forever After producer Gina Shea and Illumination CEO Chris Metadandri producing. So we have a lot of people who are experienced coming in to do this film. Um, I haven't seen Minions Rise of Gru, but I heard bad things about it. Hopefully, it wasn't the direction and it was the writing, since we're gonna have the person who wrote the other Shreks coming in and helping to write. So hopefully he can direct the writing really really well. The series based on William Stagg's book, which I did not know this was an adaptation at all. I did not know that, but it makes sense because it's told like a storybook movie. Was hugely successful for DreamWorks Animation, which was then led by Jeff Katzenberg. The Shrek Empire, including a pair of feline-focused Puss in Boots spin-offs, is the second biggest animated franchise of all time at the box office, grossing 2.9 billion globally. It spawned a touring show and a Broadway musical. A lot of people were like, wait, why are they doing Shrek 5 now? Why is this happening? What happened? Why they decided to do Shrek 5? Puss in Boots Last Wish, which a lot of people need to go see. Amazing film. Loved it. Was underestimated at the box office. It ended up making $484 million on a very low budget and was nominated for Best Animated Film at the Oscars. And this has driven them to not only do Shrek 5, but to make a Donkey spinoff with Eddie Murphy, which he talked about. He's finishing up the Donkey spinoff and he's heading off to go shoot stuff for Shrek 5. I've seen the first 3 Shrek films. I did not get to see the 4th one. I love the Shrek films. They're great. It's not my favorite animated film all the time. It's not something I super duper remember every word of, but I remember having a great time with the first 3 ones. So I definitely want to go check those out and get my, it's been 16 years clearly since they've come out. So I definitely want to rewatch though. I know the animation is not going to hold up that much, but I definitely want to rewatch those and be preparation for Shrek 5. Let me know, guys, how excited you are for Shrek 5. Actually, I'm going to put a chat in. I didn't end this one. So I said, are you excited for Spiderman Noir? 50% said yes, 40% said need a trailer, 10% said no. All right. Excited for Shrek 5. Yes or no? And hopefully we get another Puss in Boots because that was great. The next rapid fire news is Conjuring 4 Last Rites have been announced. The ending of the Conjuring story is now in sight. New Line has set a September 5th, 2025 release date for the untitled 4th Conjuring film. Oh, it says untitled, but it says Last Rites. Interesting. Which the studio is billing as a finale for the main set of films. I don't know why I put untitled. Michael Chavez is directing the movie after helming the 2021's Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. He's a Conjuring mainstay, also known for the 2023 Conjuring spinoff, The Nun 2. Screenwriter David Leslie Johnson Muldrick penned the script. James Wan held the original Conjuring, which bowed in 2013 and earned $320 million worldwide on a $20 million budget. Holy crap, that's amazing. The series centers on supernatural investigators Ed and Lauren Warren, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. Combined with its spin-offs, the franchise has grossed more than $2 billion globally. In addition to Conjuring and the Nun movies, the universe has launched a series of Annabelle features focused on the doll first featured in The Conjuring. The Conjuring 3 made $204 million on a $39 million budget. So while the franchise continues to make money, it seems it may have tapped its ceiling as critic and audience scores dip. So I do think that they're ending this franchise because the studio feels like it's hit its max, right? Like the first film made 320. This 4th one has made 204. When studios make sequels, what they expect is either a steadily increase or you're holding patterns. When you start declining in box office, even if you're still making money, I think that's when they're like, okay, let's wrap this up. People's interests are not as strong. And I also have to say, Conjuring 3 did release day and date on HBO Max. So that's also a thing where it kind of hurt the budget as well. But who's excited for Conjuring 4? What do you guys think is going to be happening? It is based on a true story. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see one of the modern big horror franchises coming to an end next year. Drop all your comments down below if you're watching afterwards. And if you're in a live chat, let's talk. I'm excited for Shrek 5. I just need to watch the very last Shrek movie. Nice. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Question, will Donkey be a prequel to Shrek? I don't know. The way Eddie Murphy talked about it sounds like it's gonna be after Shrek. So it's very, very interesting to see where it goes. The way he talked about it sounds like it's gonna be after Shrek. I don't know. I don't think it's a prequel. I definitely enjoyed Puss in Boots' Last Wish. It was great. The Last Wish was great. I can't believe they were allowed to get away with the humor in that film. Yeah, there was a lot of innuendos in the film. The big bad wolf whistle was terrifying. Hey, Pert Minded, the hardest working man on YouTube. What's up, man? Salute to you. Too much oil. Oh no, don't barf. Don't barf. Or actually barf and get it out of your system. Me, I'm excited for it. You excited for the Conjuring? Nice. Ooh. Hermione says, I think the spin-offs hurt the franchise more. I think I can agree with that because the Nun and Nun 2, even though they make money, people hate those films. Or let me not say people hate. The majority of the people that I see talk about those films is in a negative light. So I can definitely see that. I think I only saw one Annabelle film. I liked it. It scared the crap out of me. Almost said something else. But yeah, I feel like the spin-offs haven't been as heralded as the main movies. Pete Davidson is reportedly set to star in DreamWorks' next film, Dogman. Interesting. I haven't heard about that. Based on 3 and 4 not being very good, the Shrek franchise has run its course. Peace for number 5. Wow. Wow. Okay. But it's been 16 years. We have people coming back. We have people who become better writers. We have a different director. Puss in Boots' Last Wish was fantastic. We're going to get brand new animation that looks amazing. There's the potential for this to be great. If this was like right after 3 and 4, maybe, but I think it could be really, really great. I can't help that they changed the flavor of the popcorn. Oh, damn. Love both Puss Boots. I love both Puss in Boots movies. Not sure I want a donkey movie. Hey, give Eddie Murphy everything he wants. I've not seen the first movie of Mr. Boots. I never saw the first Puss in Boots movie. I only went to go see Last Wish and I loved it. The Conjuring universe is made up almost entirely of mid movies. Damn, Dello Movies is not down for any of this stuff. He doesn't like the Shrek franchise. He doesn't like Conjuring. It's not for him. Call it 5 rec. Zach, have you watched Return of the King? Collective Movie Man, as a channel member, as a beloved channel member, when I watch Return of the King, you will know. You will definitely know. You will definitely know when I watch Return of the King. It will not be a secret. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Shrek 5 and Toy Story 5 do not need to be a thing. No movie has to be a thing. But these movies keep making money. We just saw what happened with Inside Out 2. They didn't really need to make that movie, but it was great. And it's about to make $1 billion. So if these movies are great, that's fine. I just want great movies. G-Works have been making some pretty good stuff recently. Yeah, they've been stepping up their catalog, even though I don't think they get the shine that they deserve. Oh, I still haven't made the CC Do You Love Me audio. What's up, fam? Had to hit the gym before joining. Today was a lot. Was it a lot? Oh, man, CC. Well, hopefully this live stream cheers you up. Actually, let me end this poll. I said, are you excited for Shrek 5? 62% said no. 37% yes. Damn. A lot of you guys are not excited for Shrek 5. Whew. Let me see. Are you excited? Are you excited for Conjuring 4? Are you excited for Conjuring 4? Yes or no? Start the poll. I have not seen that mermaid one, but heard mixed ones. Mermaid one? Which one's what mermaid movie are you talking about? The wild robot looks great. It does look great. I really like the trailers. I think the second trailer showed a little too much. Question for you, Zach. Do you think Inside Out 2 will get close to Avatar? No, I don't. We're gonna talk about Inside Out 2 box office soon, so we'll get into that. It's already cheered me up. Hey, my girl Cece. I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm a believer. Nice. Always excited for new horror. Nice. I don't really care for horror movies too much, given that most of them nowadays are generic and just made for entertainment. Just made for entertainment. All movies are made for entertainment. I'm not sure what that part of the comment meant. And I don't say most horror movies. I'm not going to say are generic. There are a lot of unique horror movies that come out, and we're going to be talking about that soon when we're going to be breaking down the biggest winners of 2024. Because you can say that about any genre. All movies are made for entertainment, and there's a lot of genres that rom-coms, action films, dramas have generic films. It's just going to happen. So just to point out horror is a little weird. Immediately, yes. Conjuring 4, yes. Okay, we got it. We got a fan. We got a fan. Hopefully you vote. Hopefully you vote. Because right now, Conjuring 4 is losing in the votes. Okay, we're going to be doing one of my favorite things that I do here next. And that is buy, rent, or sales, where we watch 3 trailers that come out recently and we say we're going to buy, which means we're going to go to the theaters and watch them. Rent, meaning that we're going to wait for streaming or rent it on digital. Or sell, meaning we are not going to watch this at all. This is trash. It's not for me. Or it might not be trash, but it's just not for you. So we have 3 big trailers, actually, here. 2 teaser trailers and 1 full length. And I'm excited to look at this. I haven't seen any of these trailers yet. Make sure to go in without seeing anything. I didn't want to spoil it for myself. Let me make sure this is at the highest quality, full view, and there we go, like that. So this is going to be my trailer action for F1, the long gestated racing film starring Brad Pitt that has been rumored for a long time to not be happening, but it looks like it's going to be happening. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Let's check it out.
Okay. Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston, now McLaren,
brothers
all have a speed on the straights. Our shot is battling in the turns. We need to build our car for combat.
How am I supposed
to I love this actress.
Who said anything about safe?
She was in Night Swim. And she also was in that Oscar movie that was set in Ireland. I'm forgetting what it's called right now. Hey, I like this actor too. We will rock ya.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you, sing it. We will rock you.
Ooh, that POV was crazy. This is a super teaser. You can tell this film is probably not done. Was that Javier Bardem? He's in this too? This cast is looking good. He's actually in the car? That's dope. Reminds me of like Top Gun Maverick, where they're like in the cockpit, it's super real. Brad Pitt F1, summer 2025 on IMAX, Apple TV Plus. I gotta say, Apple TV is putting out a lot of strong trailers, strong movies. Even though I didn't really care for Napoleon, I liked Argyle. I know a lot of people didn't like Argyle. I liked Argyle. I liked what else? Killers of the Flower Moon. Even though I was a little disappointed, I really like that film. They have a really good slate of films. The Greatest Bear Run Ever is an underrated film that they've dropped. I really enjoy the films. I'm looking forward to this. The cast is stacked. And the main reason I'm looking forward to this, and I maybe wasn't looking forward to it before, is because Gran Turismo. I really love that Gran Turismo movie that came out last year. And this feels like a bigger budget, bigger stars version of that, and maybe a little bit more adult. So I'm super excited for F1. I would say I'm a buy because that trailer it was cool, but it was a little, we don't really know what the emotional core, what the story is going to be, how the feels of the movies are going to be fully. But I think the imagery was pretty cool. And I like how it looks. The cinematography is great. So this is a rent for me. Got to see another trailer. Got to see some reviews to see how it is. But I'm definitely going to keep it on my radar and check it out. Let me know in the comments down below if you're watching this afterwards. If you're going to watch F1, are you excited for it? Or if you got to see another trailer. If you're live, stay tuned. Let me see. Oh, wait, no. I don't think that's the... Oh, Conjuring 2 is still my favorite scary movie of everness. I remember you saying that. That's so dope. That was finger crossed for Shrek 5. I'm not that evil. Oh, finger cross. Okay, got you. I'm not that evil. Nope. No horror movies for me. I can only handle Gremlins and The Batman. The Batman's not a horror movie. I like I like some. I like Scream and Quiet Place, but a lot of horror movies nowadays just don't click with me. Okay, that's fair. That's fair that a lot of horror movies don't click with you. The Laser, I'm high key offended. Pert Minded loves horror, so he's just like, how could you? Gotta love that intro. Thank you, man. I do love that intro too. The Laser, A24, Neon Shutter have been dropping bangers. That's a fact on fact. Scottish Geek Guy says, damn, didn't even know the F1 trailer was out. Yeah, not a lot of people are talking about it, but I wanted to showcase it to you guys. This is what I like to do, put you guys on. Oh, indie film. It's not indie film. It's produced by Apple and Warner Brothers. Definitely not indie. F1, aka Gran Turismo with outrageous budget. Facts. I heard the budget is insane. But the director came out and said that the budget is not super high and those reshoots weren't as crazy as people were saying. We Will Rock You. Yeah, great song. Talk about music that does not go with trailers. Really? You didn't think that? Well, okay, I can see that. I can feel like the flow of the trailer didn't fit the music. So I can definitely see that. Collective Movie Man said this is a Rent. The Laser said, well, I haven't seen the other horror movies. I guess that horror movie now they feel more like a Scary Kills or they feel corporate. Those smaller horror movies I haven't seen yet, though. Okay. So if you're watching the big corporate ones, like the Blumhouse stuff all the time, then yeah, you're going to feel generic because they keep making the same kind of movies over and over. But there's so much other horror movies out there. That's great. Have you seen what T said? Rent. But if the second trailer sells me, then I'll be happy. Nice. 80s Kid said, bye. He's in. He said, if it's PG-13. Interesting. I'm not too sure. I feel like a racing movie should be PG-13. Flighty Moo Moo is Apple movie dropping this weekend that was surprisingly good. Oh, you saw it already? Damn. Pert Minded, Stacy and everything. Or PG. CC said Rent. Della movie said Rent. Really weird. They're releasing a trailer for a movie that doesn't release until summer 2025. I'm more excited for Ilio, but who knows? Maybe this will turn out good. Well, they do this for stock people. Like they want to gauge the excitement for the film, see if they should invest in marketing. This is why they release these trailers so early, to see what people are saying and how people love these films and these trailers. So they're like, okay, let's put more behind this. Now, if the trailer ends up being lukewarm, then you'll see like, oh, not a lot of people were into this. We're not going to put a lot of a budget into this in terms of marketing. I'm pumped for Elio. Elio looks really cool. I haven't seen it. I only saw the first trailer. I don't know if they dropped another one. Blumhouse sucks. He said, yeah, Dell, they've fallen off. Yeah, they keep making the same movies. I still like some of the films to like laugh at them, but they're not like well-made films. Okay, let's get into the second trailer. This is coming from good old Marvel, and this is Agatha All Along. I've been anticipating this a lot. WandaVision is still my favorite Disney Plus show, and Agatha was fantastic in it as a villain. I really, really enjoyed her performance, and I'm excited to see how they expand the dark universe of MCU. We have a vampire coming soon. We have Man-Thing. We have a werewolf. We're going to be having those horror characters. So now we're going to expand the witches side. So this is going to be interesting. So let's see what this long gestated series, another long gestated thing, looks like.
Another
like a True Detective.
Surprised to see you out here, detective.
Oh, she turned to a cop?
Same dope.
I'm on the right show?
Out here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
Ooh. This feels different. This feels real different.
What happened to you?
I did not expect this.
I have a lead in the case, but I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Wanda Maximoff.
Is this really how you see yourself?
That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell. Claw your way out.
Oh. Oh, that's so dope. She's black and white. That was cool.
I miss the glory days. She took every bit of power I had, but I can be that witch again.
So she's gonna try to get her power back? Oh God! I didn't expect that.
The gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
Visually, this looks very cool. Ooh, exactly.
I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish. Join me.
So that's supposed to be one of Wanda's kids grown up. It's gonna be very interesting. Oh, yo, I really like how this looks
What
visually.
witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
This is a lot better than I thought it was, like look-wise.
You okay?
Oh my God! Whoa! What's she doing? Where's she going?
What you doing? What you doing? This was down. Yeah, somebody just said Hocus Pocus 3. Yeah, it does kind of feel like Hocus Pocus, but in the MCU, which sounds cool. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm interested in this. I really like the trailer. I like how it looks visually. I like all the actors that are in it. I think the story so far that they're teasing looks interesting. And yeah, I'm down. I'm going to check this out. This is a buy for me. It's going to be on Disney Plus. Not like I have to go to the theater to watch it. It's going to be 2 episodes debut. I'm down. This looks like an interesting new corner for the MCU. They're going to be expanding the horror aspect. We're going to get so many different type of horror characters we're seeing here. They actually look kind of scary. Obviously, it's not going to be like horror movie level or even a horror franchise level, but as much as the MCU can go. And I really like Catherine Hahn and the rest of the actresses and actors in the film. And to see Wanda's kids grown up, it's going to be cool. I wonder where his twin is at. It's going to be very interesting to see how they pull this off. Let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in Agatha all along after watching that trailer, and what are your anticipation levels out of 10. If you're live, stay tuned. It looked interesting, but I said, nah, gotcha. Too many franchises are getting 5th movies. Avengers 5, Story 5, Shrek 5, Matrix 5, Kung Fu Panda 5, John Wick 5 are all in the works. Why is it too many? I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand if the sequel is good, then that's all that matters. And I want another Avengers. Are you crazy? It doesn't feel like a Marvel show. Yeah, I can say that. It does feel like, especially the beginning, that felt like a cop show at first. So that's really interesting. But I'm pretty sure once you watch the show, they'll have that Marvel humor in there. They'll have the references and stuff like that. But it's cool that this looks like something a little bit more. He said that it looks like something Ryan Murphy would make, which is like it does feel a little bit like what's that show that's on FX? I'm forgetting what it's called right now. It was really popular at first. Something with a hotel. I'm forgetting what it's called. I'm not gonna watch Agatha. Besides, it's gonna have pathetic 30-minute episodes. I just feel done and burnt out Disney Plus shows. That's fair. Super easy, barely inconvenience. Yeah. F1 might give a watch. Hey, Michael, you changed your picture. Hocus Pocus 3. Can't wait for Agatha all along. I like Marvel's taking a dark path for some of his shows. Me too. I agree. They did that with Moon Knight. Even though I wasn't 100% on everything in that show, I was down for the tone of Moon Knight. September 18th, dang, I'm gonna be back in school. The days of going back to school or being in school. 80s Kids said a rent. Dello Movie said easy buy. Nice. Definitely interested in Agatha all along, but I'm not gonna watch it till next year when I get Disney Plus back for Daredevil. Wow. I'm gonna pass till your review comes out. Well, one thing I'll say, I don't review TV series. The only reason I'm reacting to this because it's related to a movie. I like Werewolf by Night. More stuff like this. Yeah, I did like Werewolf by Night. It was cool. CC said bye. She is down. I like that the trailer doesn't feel like other Marvel properties. Yeah, it feels different. Thank you, Michael 101591. America Horror Story. Yeah, America Horror Story Coven. Yeah. Thank you, guys. School sucks. It does. But stay in school. Wolf by Night as well. Yep. Bye. Aubrey Plaza and Catherine Hahn together must be a win. I agree. And the mother from that 70s show is in this. And she's great too. So it has a very strong cast. I'm down. Oh, really? Yeah. You see a person that say snap out of it, and she does. I'm pretty sure it's some magic stuff. Thanks for giving to me the dropout. I said not to drop out. Do not drop out of school, the laser. Stay in school. Stop summoning things. Eddie Sparks coming out of nowhere says stop summoning things. Facts. You got to stop summoning the stuff, man. It's not good for your health. Stop summoning the stuff. All right, let's move on to the last trailer of the night. and that is going to be for Gladiator 2. I'm really excited for this movie. The cast looks fantastic. Everything I've heard about the plot looks insane, and it's Denzel Washington. When I see Denzel, I watch, and that's all I need to hear. So let's watch the trailer for. It's 3 minutes for Gladiator 2. The trailer before the trailer. Look at that cast. Paul Mescal is such a great actor.
I never forgot it. That a slave could take revenge against an emperor.
Where were you born?
I don't know. I never knew a mother nor a father.
You will be my instrument.
Who are you?
Ooh, Denzel about to kill this.
Did you hear that crowd?
I know Paul Mescal was happy
The
to be
greatest
able to.
temple
Pedro Pascal
Rome
too.
ever built.
To be acting alongside all these great actors.
Because this is what they believe in.
The set design is amazing. Oh my god! One thing really Scott gonna do, he gonna give you a set design that's fire. Look at this.
There are victories yet still to come.
Rome has so many subjects, she must feed them.
They can eat war.
The arena turns slaves into gladiators, the gladiators into free men.
You have something in you. I knew it from the start.
Did you now?
Rage.
Oh no.
That rage is your gift.
So when I covered this last week and I read the synopsis. Oh shoot, is that a rhino? Oh shoot. Holy crap.
Hold together and when it charges, break for the wall.
Oh, that thing killed somebody already. Oh!
Whose head could I give you that would satisfy this fury?
The entire Roman armies.
Too much.
Denzel's gonna kill this.
Will do.
Rome must fall. I need to only give it a push.
Well, Denzel's featured a lot in this trailer.
Tears on the mausoleum floor. Blood stains the Colosseum doors.
This ring belonged to Maximus. Now I give it to you. What is the dream of Rome? The people are not free.
I was owned. Now I will control an empire.
I will not waste another generation of young men for their vanity.
Strength among us.
And it's Joseph Quinn, who's going to be in the Fantastic Four as Johnny Storm. He was just in A Quiet Place. He's booking busy too. I love hearing hip hop music in a trailer like this, and it fits. Woo! Just gonna say this right now. That's a bye for me, man. That looks great. That looks great. I am down. You just said it. Denzel is gonna chew up the entire screen. Yes, he's chewing up the scenery. Everyone looks great. Pedro Pascal, everybody in the cast looks great. The set design looks great. The cinematography looks a little dry. I'll say that. And I thought it was going to look a little better. It looks exactly like the set photos. But the action, the set pieces, how lively everything is. Like I said, Napoleon wasn't a good movie. But one thing I'll say about Napoleon, it looked great. The action was fantastic. The set design was great. I just hope that this movie takes all that, but also have a fantastic story. Because such amazing actors in this. And I'm really, really excited to see how they do all this together. Like, this looks amazing, guys. Like, I'm super excited. This is a buy for me. Let me know in the comments down below if you buy. If you're going to go check this out in theaters right away, rent, if you're going to wait for streaming or to rent it, or sell if you're passing on it. You're not watching this at all. This is a buy for me. Drop a comment down below if you're watching this afterwards. If you're live, stay tuned. Ace gets to that. Did I summon stuff? No, I think he was talking about Agatha all along. I never seen Gladiator. I actually never seen the first one. Me and Kenny Sparks are going to watch it together. I'm excited for that. Gladiator 2 is a buy. Nice. The one time they use No Church in a While actually makes sense. Yeah. All the lyrics actually made sense. Unsure if I'm going to react to Gladiator or not, so going to mute real quick. I'm struggling. Okay. I hear you. That's fair. Denzel equals aura. That's a fact. So this is Greek mythology. What mythology or stories is based off? It's just off the Roman Empire. Roman and Greek. It's not mythology. It's just based off like history. But rewritten, obviously. It's not mystical or anything. Well, I don't think so. I don't think Gladiator was mystical. So there's no like mystical stuff in it. Denzel's going to chew up the entire screen. Yep. Hey, Dave Show, what's up? 80s kid from the 90s said, pass. Too gory looking. That's fair. You know, you're not a fan of R-rated films. Still need to see Gladiator, but interested for sure. Yo, Dave Show, you should watch it with me and Kenny. No such thing as too gory. Pert Minded loves his gore. I'm really looking forward to this movie. Me too. It's just climbed up my anticipation list. And guys, let me know if you want me to do a top 10 most anticipated movies for the rest of the year list. I just did a top 10 best movies of the year so far. I had a really fun time making it. Hopefully everyone in the chat got to check it out. I think it's a really great video, and I thought I did a good job on it. But yeah, let me know if you want to hear my most anticipated list for the rest of the year. That looks interesting. I definitely buy that. Nice. Hell yes, buy. I already know I'm going to buy. Everybody said day one. Yep. In the original Gladiator is so good. It's such a classic movie. I saw the original Gladiator when I was 10 years old. Nice. I might have to engage in Mortal Kombat and take someone's ticket. I remember when No Church in a While was used in Safe House. Yeah, with Denzel, right? That's so funny. And that has nothing to do with nothing in that movie. The original Gladiator is hella overrated. It's a good movie, but not Oscar worthy to be. Oh, wow. T has opposite, whatever people say. Can I watch Gladiator with you, Kenny? It's been interesting to see how different factions of humans have been reacting to No Church in a While being in the trailer. I haven't thought about that, but I just can imagine. I can imagine. Gotcha. I remember hearing about the Gladiator days. I will if I have days around both of y'all. Yes, I would want to make top 10 most anticipated lists. Hey, Clay Point Dexter, what's up? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. T, meet me outside. They're fighting over. You about to have a Gladiator fight over Gladiator? What I meant is, can I watch Gladiator with you? We're not doing a watch along. This is a personal watch. It's a personal watch. All right, that was really, really fun. Let me drop that poll. Let me end this poll. Start a new one. Best trailer. That was Gladiator 2. That was F1 and Agatha all along. Start poll. And the last poll was, are you excited for Conjuring 4? 58% of you guys say no, and 41% yes. So most of my audience is not down. Days off around both of you got. Oh, yeah, that's what you bet. Okay. Finally caught a stream. Yeah, I'm glad to see you back, man. How are you feeling? What you been watching lately? What you been up to? And as you compile that list, let me get into our next topic. Excited to talk about back of the box office, where I break down the big news in the box office for all our favorite movies in theaters. Hold up, wait a minute. Where is my... Okay, here we go. I was like, where did I put it? So, Gru Supremacy. Despicable Me 4 debuts at number 1, beating out Inside Out 2. It grossed $122 million domestic and $75 million international. I meant to put I. So D means domestic. W is supposed to be worldwide. I meant to put I for international. That's my bad. That's not worldwide. 122 plus 75 is worldwide. So that leaves it at $197 million over the weekend. Insane. Almost made $200 million already over the weekend. This is the second biggest opening for the franchise. The critics didn't like this that much. 53% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, but it has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes for audience. And don't mind the A. I don't know what happened with here where I was messing stuff up, but it had an A- cinema score. So the little narrative here is, right, a lot of people have been shaky on the Despicable franchise, especially with the Minions spin-offs, and usually they get A's, right? Like all the Despicable Me movies have been getting A cinema scores. This one's got an A-, which is not bad, but shows there's a dip in interest and people liking the films and the quality, because there's been a lot of talk about a lot of people who've seen this film. I didn't get to check it out, unfortunately. I went to go see Maxine, and how like this movie's story was not great, right? Like the animation is great and everything like that, and the action's fun, but the story is not fantastic. And you can see the reflection dip in the cinema score. It's not an A, it's an A-. So I think this movie will have really great repeat viewing. I think that it's not going to drop super heavy over the next coming weeks, especially with Longlegs being the film that's debuting, the big film that's debuting this week. I don't see Longlegs hurting this film. The only thing that would have hurt it would be another animated film, but we have Inside Out 2 still in theaters. Garfield is still in theaters. If is still in theaters. So we have other animated films in theaters, and it still is doing really well. And I think that all these animated films are just going to continue the momentum. When we talk about the rest of the box office, Inside Out 2 dropped 47% in theaters. It made $534 million domestically, $800 million totally when you combine the worldwide. And from what I heard, the laser told me, as of right now, it's at $1.2 billion. This movie is a $1 billion film. This movie has done an amazing job. One thing I'll say is that with that 47% drop, which is the biggest drop that it's had so far, I can see it slowing down now in terms of at the box office total. When I was looking at the chart, they started pulling it out of certain theaters, and the fact that it doesn't have its IMAX and Dolby theaters anymore, it's not going to be making as much money because Despicable Me and Quiet Place have taken those. And speaking of A Quiet Place, day one dropped 60%, which I kind of saw happening. It had a really good cinema score for a horror film, but the reviews for this film and the word of mouth has been mixed. So we're at 93 million domestically, which is really still really strong. The film is doing really well compared to the other Quiet Places, but they got to be really careful in terms of the story that they tell. I think that a lot of people like the atmosphere of the film, the theatrical feel, but a lot of people are mixed on the story. Maxine, one of the new movies that came out this weekend, debuted at number 4, and it made a $6.7 million debut. That sounds low, but it's really good because this is the highest debut of the whole trilogy of X, Pearl, and Maxine. This is the highest debut it's had, and the budget for these films are super low, and also had a B cinema score, which I'm very surprised about, because for me personally, if you saw my review, I thought the movie was a little underwhelming. I liked it still, but it was a little underwhelming in execution, especially the ending. And people, for a horror movie, B cinema score is basically A, because horror movies usually average like a C, C-, and a D, but for a horror movie to get a B, that's really strong, and so it might have some good holds. Might, because Longlegs is coming, so I can see that eating into it a little bit. Bad Boys Ride or Die, number 5, still holding steadily in its 5th week, only dropping 37%. Don't know when this is hitting digital, but that is such a good showing for this film. It's made almost nearly $300 million worldwide. I think by the end of its theatrical run, this movie will make $300 million worldwide. Then it will go on digital and make a bunch of money, and we're definitely going to get a Bad Boys 5. That's going to be really interesting. Hopefully that's the last one. I don't want them to push it. Unfortunately, Kevin Costner's Horizon American Saga only made $5.3 million, and it's only made 51%. It dropped 51% at the box office. It dropped from the 3rd film at the box office all the way down to 6. This movie is unfortunately a huge flop. The 2 first films, because it's a 2-parter, cost $100 million each. So one is like, if you split that in half, it's $50 million, and has not made a lot of, not even close to that. I think it's made 15 or 18 million in total so far. So it's not going to be making back his money, and I don't know if he's going to get the other 2 parts. The second part is already shot, so that's going to be coming out. Kevin Costner is going to have to really think about his marketing and how to get that second one to do well. The Sound of Hope, the story of Possum Trot, made a $3 million debut. These films like that don't cost a lot of money to make, so $3 million is solid. I heard good reviews about this film, even though I haven't checked it out. This is a faith-based film, and these movies always do well, and a lot of times they've been starting to get into the top 10. Kalki 2898 AD, which is an Indian sci-fi action film, dropped 66% in its 2nd week only made 1.8 million. It dropped from 5th place to 8th place. So it seems like everyone that wanted to see this film saw it in the first week, and now it's going to start petering out. And that's unfortunate because it has good reviews, and we don't get to see a lot of Indian films in theaters do super well. The Bike Riders got pulled out of 1,000 theaters, so we're going to talk about why that's probably so. And only made 1.2 million. This movie was in the top 5, has dropped into the top 10, and I think next week it's probably going to be out of the top 10 completely. Unfortunately, this movie just did not draw interest despite having such big stars. Unfortunately, I think Tom Hardy's not a big box office draw. Austin Butler's also not a big box office draw, and Jodie Comer is not one as well. And those were the main 3 stars that were on the posters all the time in the trailers. But what a surprise here! The Fall Guy making 870,000, but went from 19th to 10th. Which is really, really surprising. So it creeped back up into the top 10. That is a sign of maybe the box office being weak, but also the fact that I just realized I didn't upload something here. Oh, yeah. Also that maybe people saw it on digital and decided to go watch it in theaters, which is great. I'm happy with the movie. The movie was really good. It deserved to make money. And we're going to be talking about that movie a little bit more very, very soon. And then when it comes to Missing, Kinds of Kindness dropped out of the top 10 already. Thelma, unfortunately, did not make it into the top. Well, dropped out of the top 10 as well. Planet of the Apes has also dropped out of the top 10. And new films, Daddy-O and Janet Planet, are in the top 25, top 30. Fortunately, they have not garnered enough of an indie presence to bring them in. That Janet Planet is an A24 film, but I don't think they really advertised it really well. Let me see what you guys have to say before I move into my next one. Because I have something special to talk about since we're halfway through the year. Okay. F1, baby. Oh, that's one that you voted for? Damn. The Boys, Kaiju number 8, going to start the Acolyte again. I'm seeing Inside Out 2 Sunday. Nice. He said, my kids love this movie. Yeah, Inside Out 2 is fantastic. Oh, you talking about Despicable Me 4? Nice. I liked it, but the story was weak. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Nope, the Despicable Me franchise lost me after Despicable Me 3. The original 2 were great. Minions was okay because it was a prequel. Same thing with Minions 2, but 4 sounds unnecessary, just like 3. Interesting. Ridley Scott won Best Picture for Gladiator. Then Russell Crowe was won Best Act. Ridley Scott won Best Picture for Gladiator. Then Russell Crowe won Best Actor for the movie and also Best Costume, Best Visual Effects. Wow. I'm pretty sure you don't mean 2021 because Gladiator definitely came out way before 2021. Inside Out 2 is great. It is. I had a 30-minute conversation with a coworker about what Inside Out 3 would be like. We talk about introducing emotions like guilt, shame, peace, and contentment. Interesting, guilt. I feel like shame and embarrassment is too similar. Guilt might be too similar to something else as well. I just hopefully they don't have things that are too similar. They can mix them together. Even like contentment is kind of like boredom a little bit and peace. So we'll see how that works. But that's interesting. Zach, would definitely like to see you do a review for Gladiator. We'll see. Kenny, they need to have a petty character. Ha, petty, that'll be funny as an emotion. They should make a eating emotion. LOL. Butler, not a box office draw. That dude is great at acting. You can be a great actor and not be a box office draw. The two don't correlate. Some of the best actors don't draw a dime. Let's go Fall Guy. Yeah, man. I'm glad it's doing well. It's not doing well, but some people are checking it out. I'm also shocked with how he did with Doom Part 2. He was fantastic in Doom Part 2. You had 2001. Okay, triple dent. Okay, so we're halfway through the year. And I just wanted to talk about like what's going on, like with the box office, some of the winners, some of the losers of the box office, and where your favorite films stand. So the box office winners for 2024 so far. Obviously, we talked about it. Inside Out 2 with a $200 million budget, and obviously this number is no longer accurate, has made $1.2 billion. Pixar is back in action. People have been starving for this franchise to get back in theaters, and it's shown why. And Bob Iger came in and said we are going to be doing sequels again. We're going to focus on sequels and then do original ideas here and there, but sequels are bankable, and Inside Out 2 just proved that. $1.2 billion on a $200 million budget. That $200 million budget was a little high. I don't know why it was so high, but it was worth it. The movie did really well. Obviously, coming in second place is Doom Part 2. $190 million budget and made $711 million worldwide. This movie was a risk because Doom Part 1 didn't do that great at the box office because it came out in the middle of the pandemic. It was on HBO Max day and date, so not as many people went to go see it. I think it did like $400 million. But yeah, it came in. Great review. Best movies of the year. $711 million is very, very solid. And I think the hype for the movie will gain momentum for people to go check it out on streaming and see Dune Messiah. A little indie movie, well, I want to say a little indie movie, but an indie movie that did really, really well. Late Night at the Devil, an indie horror film that didn't have any big stars in it. The main actor is great, but he's not a star. The budget is not online, but it's very, very small, and the movie made $12 million worldwide. That's really, really strong for a horror movie with a low budget, no stars, and it was the most watched movie on Shudder once it debuted there. So really big win for Late Night at the Devil, big win for Demessian, who's the star of the film, big win for that director, and hopefully you see them more. Garfield, which a movie that people had low anticipation for. Only a $60 million budget and made $230 million worldwide, and still making more, still in theaters. So it won't make much more, but it'll make some. And then lastly, Bad Boys Ride or Die, $100 million budget, $289 million and counting. So those are the box office winners for 2024 so far. Is any of your favorite films doing well? What do you see this as, like, in terms of the narratives, right? Like Inside Out 2 is a sequel, Dune Part 2 is a sequel, Garfield is a franchise, Bad Boys is a franchise, Inside Out 2 is about to become a franchise, Dune is looking like about to become a franchise. Late Night at the Devil is the only movie on this list that's an original film, and it didn't make anywhere near any of these other films. So what do you guys think about that? And let's talk about box office losers. Unfortunately, one of my favorite films of the year, Furiosa, $168 million budget and only made $160 million worldwide. So unfortunate. It didn't even break even. It just lost so much money. The budget must have been insane as well. I heard, Furiosa, you've gone too far, like 10 billion times. And the movie just did not resonate with a lot of people, even though I thought it was fantastic. So, unfortunately, George Miller won't be able to get to make Wasteland. Hopefully, he does Happy Feet. If had $181 million budget and only made $110 million worldwide. Movie ended up not doing super well at all. Even with digital, I don't think it's going to make that money back. And John Krasinski is going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what works for him, because this is one that just didn't work, unfortunately. Matter Web, obviously the disaster of the year, but surprisingly the budget was way lower than I expected. Only $80 million, but only made $100 million. So that's not a lot. The fact that this movie made $100 million worldwide surprised me with how bad the reviews were, but it did. And the movie was a disaster. Not as big of a disaster as Argyle, which is a $200 million budget before advertisement and only made $96 million worldwide. It's a huge flop. Matthew Vaughn, is it Matthew Vaughn? Yeah, I believe Matt Vaughn has to think about what he's going to be doing next with his properties and see how he can course correct, because this does not connect with majority of viewers. And the trailers didn't really help. And then The Watchers, the new M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, had a $30 million budget and only made $29 million before bowing out. And as you can see, wasn't in the top 10 of this week anymore. It's like into the top 15, and the movie is just going to lose money, unfortunately. So we'll see where she goes forward in terms of making movies, and if this will hurt the M. Night brand, because a lot of people thought M. Night Shyamalan directed this, even though it clearly says Ashana did. So what are your favorite of the losers? And if any of the losers were one of your favorite movies of the year? Are any of the winners one of some of your favorite movies of the year? Or any of the winners you're like, hey, how did this movie make so much money? Drop all those comments down below if you're watching this afterwards. And if you're live, let's keep talking. And do I have a poll up? Yeah, let me end this poll. Let me drop a new poll. Strong year for the box office. Start poll. Okay, the last poll says best trailer of the night. Gladiator 2 won by not landslide, but 63%. I expected. And then Agatha All Along F1 tied at 18%. So most people really like that Gladiator trailer. And I think it was the strongest trailer. Okay. Draw, triple dent. Inside 2 at number 1. That's it. Box office seems to have picked up since Bad Boys Inside 2 came out. I agree. And Quiet Place as well. If I spend 200 and make a billy, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody about how much I spent. That is a fact. Like, look, I made so much money. Like, I made $1 billion more than I spent on the movie. Like, what do you want me to say? 2 of my favorite movies are Dune Part 2 and The Bad Boys 4. Nice. 2 of my favorite movies too. I'm glad to see Inside Out 2, Dune 2, and Garfield. Okay, you were in the few people that reviewed Garfield positively. We're going to be talking about how it hit digital soon. I agree, Katie Sparks. If I had $1,000 and I blow it all away on my first few Hot Toys, sucks. Furiosa didn't do well at the box office. Still my favorite movie of the year. Nice. It's on my list, but you got to watch my video to find out where. Man, that hurts my heart for If. This movie was something the world needed. A lot of the world just didn't go see it. Fall Guy was fantastic. I don't know what it was. I know Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling, unfortunately, as talented as they are not box office draws. I don't know if that was it or if people just don't know the Fall Guy brand, because I didn't know that it was based on something. Or if they didn't know what the movie was based on trailers. It was doing a lot. So unfortunately, I think it was just too many things going on at the same time with that film. Goes to show people don't go to see a lot of original movies anymore. When they complain, there's no original movies. There's plenty. It just doesn't get the interest. Exactly. You couldn't say it better. I couldn't say it better myself. Okay. So we got 2 more segments for the night. One that I'm really excited about. Let me see what you guys have to say before I do that. I didn't even know Fall Guy was a brand. It used to be first of all, welcome to the live stream, Kai NYC. What's up? It's my homie in real life. It was an old TV show. So it's a remake of that old TV show made into a movie. Right now, I have top 5 movies of the year so far. By the end of the year, I'll have 5 more. Nice. A lot of world just didn't see it. That was smooth. Gotta give that resident year. So we got 2 more segments for the night, and then we'll do the Q&A. What's coming up next is what's coming next? And we're going to talk about what is coming out on digital, physical media, and in theaters. So let's talk about physical media first. If I can find it. There we go. Twister. With Twister's coming out next week, we're getting the 4K edition of Twister, and here is absolutely beautiful. The Criterion Collection is releasing Les Samurai. Never heard of this film. 1967 4K restoration. Civil War is getting a 4K. I need to get that movie. I really liked it. Get a 4K. It's also a steelbook. I think it's on Amazon exclusive. The Boy and the Heron, or as I like to call it, the Boring and the Heroine, has a steelbook and a regular 4K that you can get. And obviously, you can see the steelbook Civil War here. Turbulence, which I've heard of, with Ray Liotta and Lauren Holly, you get a 4K restored version here. Dark Angel, which is a movie I've seen when I was younger but don't remember. Ghoulies 2 gets 4K as well. And The Boy Kills World, which came out early this year, gets a 4K release as well. That's all the movies that you can get for coming out, I think, today. I want to get Twister. I want to get Civil War. I actually want to get Boy Kills World as well. Drop in the comments down below and let me know what films you're going to be picking up that came out. And also, I want to announce that Godzilla -1, the US release, is going to come out in September. Super duper excited. We're going to be getting Godzilla -1 with English subtitles, and also the black and white version is also going to be coming out. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick since I'm talking about physical release. That's super exciting. Are you going to be getting that? That's the interesting part. Now let's talk about what's doing. Oh, this was supposed to be a part of my box office, but this is part of digital. Kingdom Planet Apes, Bike Riders, Civil War, Furiosa is finally up here. Miniature Angelic Warfare, Garfield movie is finally up here. Imaginary. Ghostbusters continues to do really well digital. Boneyard, which I never heard of. I think it's a straight to digital film with Mel Gibson. And The Fall Guy round out the top 10. Now, where's my I closed my thing. That's why I'm like, what is going on? My bad, guys. Where is that? Oh, no, cancel. I almost messed up the stream. I almost did something really bad. Here we go. Okay, what you can rent on digital today is Kingdom Planet Apes, or buy. You can't rent it yet. It's going to be on Hulu in July/August, so if you want to wait till then, you can. But if you don't have that streaming service, you can buy Kingdom Planet Apes right now. Bike Riders is available on to rent and buy, and it's going to be on Peacock in August. I'm going to see. I might check it out. Sully Streams tell me I need to see it, so we'll see. The Garfield movie is also available. Will be on Netflix in September. The Exorcism is already on rental and will be on Hulu in October, but you can buy and rent it now. If is also available to buy. It's available right now on Paramount Plus, which I did not know. MGM Plus if you have those. And Abigail went on sale. Civil War went on sale. Dogman, which is I heard a movie that's really, really strong. I need to go check that out. Is on sale for $6. I think I'm going to check that out. And yeah, those are the movies that you can personally stream as of right now. And then when it comes to what is coming out this week, we have 3 strong candidates. The weekend highlights. So Longlegs, we talked about that earlier in the stream at the beginning, will be coming out, and its competition will be Fly Me to the Moon, the new Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson film, which is kind of like a spoof on the moon landing and how they attempted to do it properly first, but then decided to fake it. That looks like it's going to be really fun. Another Apple TV Plus exclusive, and I think Pert Minded brought it up. He said it was actually a good movie. And I think friend of the channel, TJ Billups, also saw it. So it was a good movie. So Lumina is a film that I put on here because I randomly saw a poster for this film on the train station. Never heard of it before until then. But it's also coming out. It's a horror movie that looks kind of interesting. I saw the trailer. So if you're not interested in seeing Longlegs or Flying the Moon, Lumina is something else you might be able to check out. So that is the end of what's coming this week. Let me see what you guys say in the chat, and then we have one more topic to do, and then we'll do Q&A. I'm having fun, guys. I hope you guys are having fun. Okay, we talked about that. We got oh wow, The More I Know. Oh, Challenges was great. Zendaya is killing it this year. I agree. Zendaya is overrated, just my opinion. Interesting. I do not agree at all. I think she's a fantastic actor. If you've seen Euphoria, she's amazing. I've already got my Twisted Steel book Challenges Blu-ray. Nice. I might get Twisters. Nice. Did you say the black and white version? Yes. The Godzilla -1 version that was in theaters for a little while will also be on the 4K Blu-ray. Oh, that's getting picked up day one. I will get the Steelbook. I agree. I'm doing that too. The Twisted Steelbook is all sold out on Walmart.com, Amazon, Grove. Damn. I already have 4K Steelbook pre-order for Walmart Kingdom Planet Apes. Damn, did it? The Exorcism come like 24 hours ago? That's hilarious. It came out either this weekend or last weekend. But it was a flop. They knew it was going to be a flop. I don't think I'll be seeing anything this weekend. Oh, okay, you're not interested in Longlegs at all? That's fair. That is fair. So, last segment of the night, and a new one that I debuted maybe 2 streams ago. And it used to be a separate edited segment that I used to do on my channel. And that is... Attacking Zach! Where you guys ask me questions and I give you real detailed answers, the best that I can do possible on here on the stream. This is episode 5. And I've been waiting to do episode 5 to do top 5 anything. So I had a bunch of people ask me. I put on the community tab, ask me my top 5 anything, and I got a bunch of wonderful questions. So I'm going to answer them here with you guys. Got some graphics going to show you. And start off first, friend of the channel and probably in the chat right now, Dave Show asked me, for your next episode, give me your top 5 female crushes. So I try to keep it entertainment wise because that made the most sense. So my top 5 female crushes, and this is like all time: Scarlett Johansson, love that woman, she is gorgeous. Kat Dennings, if you know, you know. Logan Louise Browning, who I think is very severely underrated. If you've seen Dear White People, she's gorgeous. Kristen Krug from Smallville, who played Lana Lang. While that character was very annoying throughout the series, she's absolutely gorgeous then. She's absolutely gorgeous now. And then Anna de Armas. Oh, God. Almost no one compares. And then I wanted to give some honorable mentions from my childhood. Danielle Fishel from Boy Meets World. Come on, everyone looked Topanga. Raven Simoe, when she was in That's So Raven, had my heart. Amy Jo Johnson, that was supposed to be the Pink Power Ranger, one of my first crushes. Kristen Bell from Veronica Mars, A1 from the day one. And then Trish Stratus. Come on, if you're a WWE, WWF fan, she was everyone's crush. So that was Dave Show's question, my top 5 female crushes. Let me know what you guys think about my top 5 female crushes, and what are your top 5 female crushes in entertainment. We have Preston Becomes Great, and I'm pretty sure that's Preston Movies. Actually, my top 5 least favorite movies. So my top 5 least favorite movies is Guardians of the Galaxy. It's supposed to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Thor Ragnarok, X-Men. Let me give you a reason. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is because I felt like it's just the lesser of the 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Is one of my least favorite, or least rewatched MCU films, and I think it put a bad stake on the MCU where it made a lot of money, and then they felt like they had to do like the super jokey James Gunn thing in everything. And that's why we're kind of in a state that we're in now. And Thor Ragnarok for the same reason. Taika Waititi made Thor a goofball, and it felt like they wanted to make all the characters goofballs instead of serious. And even though I think the movie's great, I think it was one of those staple films that hurt the MCU more than it helped it. X-Men Apocalypse. I like this movie a lot, but it's not the best movie in the world. Apocalypse could have looked better, could have been a better overall movie, but I actually enjoyed this movie a lot when I saw it in theaters. Spider-Man Far From Home. I just didn't like the reliance on tech. I didn't like how stupid Peter was in the film. I think Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job as Mysterio, but it's my least favorite out of the Spider-Man films, period. Batman Forever. I just like the film. Batman Forever and Batman Robin were some of my favorite films growing up. You could add that here in my top 10 least favorite films. One of my all-time favorite films, just have so much nostalgia. It's cheesy, it's corny. I know all the cheesy corniness, but it was made. It was a live action or a movie Adam West version with George Clooney and Val Kilmer. So that's my top 5 least favorite movies, axed by Preston, member of the community. This is one from Sully Streams, also a member of the community. And everybody here is a YouTuber. Go subscribe to Dave's show. Go subscribe to Preston. And also definitely subscribe to Sully Stream. He asked me my top 5 salad dressings. Thousand Eye. Oh, actually, yeah. Also, put in the comments down below what your top 5 least favorite movies are. Thousand Eye dressing. Grew up with it. Used it all the time when I was getting salad dressing. Buttermilk herb dressing. I haven't had it a lot, but when I had it, so delicious. Ranch dressing. When I have my wings, that's what I want to get. Garlic herb dressing. Really, really good stuff with some salad. Depending on, I love to dip my croutons in there. And I just love garlic in general. And honey mustard dressing is also great with chicken. So tell me what your top 5 salad dressings are in the comments below. This is coming from Obi Thor Alliance. Definitely go subscribe to him. He's almost up to, I think he's past 200 subscribers. Let's get him to 3. He's actually my top 5 video games. Horizon Zero Dawn is my favorite video game of all time. Last of Us 2 is number 2. Horizon Forbidden West probably is number 5. Kirby Crystal Shards is number 4. And The Last of Us is number 3. These are my 5 favorite video games of all time. Horizon Zero Dawn just blew my mind and blew me away in terms of the scope, the characters, the action, and the story. The story was perfect for what I enjoy in stories. I love the gameplay, and Forbidden West continued that. The story is not as good as Zero Dawn, but the gameplay, the graphics, and everything else is way better. Last of Us 2 and Last of Us are just classic zombie films, zombie games, and I love zombie stuff. And Kirby's Crystal Shards, I just have fond memories of playing that game as a child on my N64. Zach McMillan Talk Movies, friend of the channel. Go subscribe to him. He asked me about top 5 male hairstyles. Also, drop in the comments below your top favorite video games as well. Locks, obviously, I have them. You know, hold on. Yeah, you know what I mean. I have locks. Got to be my favorite. That's one of my favorites. The Superman curl. Man, when I see that Superman curl, it makes me swirl. You know what I mean? Waves look fantastic. Obviously that is a black hairstyle, looks fantastic. A really strong fade plus waves will look you great, but a fade by itself is awesome. And knotty curls, when guys let the hair grow at the top. A lot of these are black hairstyles grow at the top and it gets knotty at the top and it looks like broccoli. Not the white version, the black one. Looks fantastic. Let me know what your top 5 favorite male hairstyle or hairstyles in general are. And subscribe to Zach Malone Talks Movies. Dave Show snuck another one in here, and he said top 5 favorite snacks. Make sure you drop down your top 5 favorite snacks as well. Pop-Tarts. Love me some Pop-Tarts. The cinnamon brown sugar one. Presto. I don't know if that's the correct word. Plantain chips, garlic ones, the mango ones. The list doesn't end when it comes to plantain chips. Love this stuff. Lemon ice pound cake. I've probably gained 400 pounds just eating lemon ice pound cake alone. Festival, which is a Jamaican dessert. Love it. Love it from my culture. Love it. Donuts. Any donuts. Green, tomatoes, potatoes. It doesn't matter. You name it. Give me a donut. Drop down your top 5 favorite snacks. Top 5 favorite food chains. This is from Dark Room Movies. Go check him out. He's a great reviewer. Subscribe to his channel. Top 5 fast food chains. Drop yours in the comments down below as well. Wendy's. Love me a good Wendy's. A spicy chicken sandwich and spicy nuggets with some barbecue sauce. Fire. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Philly cheesesteaks. Honey barbecue wings. Everything in there. They have everything. Triple cheeseburgers. Honey barbecue cheese fries. Love Kentucky Fried Chicken. Fisherman Cove, which is a Jamaican restaurant that sells amazing jerk chicken, amazing oxtail, has so gives you a servable side for a good price, has sorrel. If you have not tasted these things, find the nearest Jamaican restaurant and go check them out. Tell Zach sent you. Unfortunately, the one in my neighborhood is getting closed down because of gentrification, but Fisherman Cove is awesome. IHOP. I have fond memories going to IHOP with friends, getting stacks of pancakes. Love good IHOP. And Panda Express is my newest obsession. I love Chinese food, and I just love Panda Express. The lo mein is fantastic. And then the final one is my top 5 horror movies. And this is from Frisky, who you'll be seeing on the channel probably next year. Or maybe this year. I think he's going to be on Movies That Made You very soon. My top 5 favorite horror movies, and let me know what you guys think your top 5 favorite horror movies are, is Hush, The Collector. Hush because I'm a big Mike Flanagan fan. I love the concept. I haven't really seen a horror movie like it yet. Collector. Same thing. This is my Saw. Love The Collector. Love the collection. Hopefully, the third one comes out. Zombieland. Love Zombieland. So fun. One of the best zombie movies. And speaking of one of the best zombie movies, Train to Busan. Emotional, insane. Love that film. Love when a story has multiple storylines and they come together at the end. Loves Train to Busan. And then Get Out. One of my favorite horror movies of all time. One of my favorite films of all time in my top 5. Just resonates to me on a different level. So that's the end of Attacking Zach. Let me drop a new poll. Let me end this poll. And then start a new poll. So I said strong year for the box office. 45% said yes. 45% said we'll see. And 9% said no. So more people think it's a strong year. Very interesting. Do you guys like Attacking Zach? Let me know. All right, let's get to the comments. I know you guys are commenting. Okay, Godzilla, Twister Steelbook. Only seeing Longlegs, seeing Kill next week at Regal, which will be my first time there. Nice. I want to see it, but it's just nowhere near me. It's not in Brooklyn, not Manhattan. It's just in places I don't want to go. The question marks are trying to jump you. Definitely are. That's what y'all doing by asking me these questions. The exorcism already being a rental is hilarious. It really is. It really is. Maybe it was the writing for her dude character, but something felt different with her acting in the film, with unlike No Way Home. Maybe it was a writing or overacting. I don't know. I thought she was fantastic in Dune. I think she's better in Dune than she is in No Way Home. She didn't have nothing to do with No Way Home. My childhood crush was Natalie Portman and Emily Van Camp. Those are very, very strong. Natalie Portman's a gorgeous woman even till now. Emily Van Camp is pretty underrated. What? Thor Ragnarok? I love that movie. That movie is so good, so funny. That's the problem. It's just funny. It's not meaningful. It doesn't adapt the comic properly. It damages the brand. Hey, Zach, where's the community thing to ask questions? I was trying to look for it last night and I couldn't find it. So I'm going to post it tomorrow. So I'm going to post it every Wednesday on the community. So I'll be posting one now because I think I have one more question from the old times, but I need more questions. So I'll be posting it on the community tab. Far From Home humor was just cringe. And yeah, Pete was dumb. I agree. Yeah, Batman Forever was cheesy, but I enjoyed it. I agree. X-Men Apocalypse is awful. I like X-Men Apocalypse. I kind of love Batman Forever, though. Me too. I love ranch dressing. I eat that with my pizza, my boneless wings, and salad. You dip your pizza in ranch dressing? Never heard of that before. Honey mustard and ranch honey mustard and ranch in your top 5 is good enough for me. Nice. I get the Delall movies approval. Jim Carrey was great as a Riddler. He really was. He really, really was. My top 5 favorite games of all time are God of War. I guess he did it separately. Madden. That's strong. NBA 2K. NBA 2K should be in my top 5 because I play it obsessively and don't play any other games. But you know, it says it's different games all the time. That's why I didn't put it in. Tekken 3 strong. I love Tekken 3. Gran Turismo 3. Pac-Man / Miss Pac-Man. I felt old typing that. It's okay. You're old man. It's fine. Gears of War, SmackDown vs. Raw, Super Mario Galaxy, and both Last of Us. Very strong list. My top 5 least favorite movies is X-Men 3 Last Stand, Magical Negroes, TMT Out of Shadows, Pocahontas 2, and Hubie Halloween. Woof! What a list. Well, woof, damn. I don't think I meant I think movies that you like, but your least favorite. Sour cream and onion chips, jalapeno flavored chips, popcorn goobers, and Reese's Pieces. Nice. Sounds like a lot of movie food. Top 5 favorite video games. Crash Bandicoot 2, Tekken Tag. That's fire. Mortal Kombat trilogy. You can't put the whole trilogy in your top 5. It's 3 different games. Put one. Stop trying to cheat. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Madden. Nice. Got God of War, Ragnarok, Last of Us 2, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Ghost of Tsushima. Strong, strong, strong. We're counting IHOP as fast food. I count it as fast food. They bring it out pretty fast. I'm sorry. You said KFC in New York had Philly cheesesteak? Wait, that's it. Kennedy Fried. Oh, sorry. Not KFC. We have something called Kennedy's Fried Chicken. It's just called, but it's not KFC. It's like the hood brand. Sorry, not talking about KFC. The Collector was initially supposed to be a Saw sequel. I heard about that. The Collector is great. I love that. Top 5 horror movies. The Thing. Oh, and also let me just put this up. The Q&A has officially started, so you can ask me anything you want. Lost My Place, God of War, video games, Philly cheesesteak. My top 5 horror movies is The Thing, great film. Get Out, great. Oh, love it. Train to Busan, Wrong Turn, and Evil Dead Rise. Wow, Evil Dead Rise got to your top 5 already. That's fantastic. We watched that together. That's dope. I need to see Wrong Turn. I haven't seen any of the Wrong Turns. Sounds like a movie I would like. Thing was fantastic. I just did a watch along on Michael Foot 10159's channel. It's still great. I need to watch Train to Busan again. Love that movie. My 5 crushes are Karen Gillian, Florence Pugh, Ariana Grande, Haley Steinfeld, and Naomi Scott. I have a crush on all those people except Ariana Grande. Kenny Sparks just messaged me. It was like, look, there is a Mortal Kombat trilogy or what. No, it's a compilation. Kenny, I don't care what you just showed me. It's still not one game. I'm playing with you. I'll let you rock. Sorry, no way how I'm ordering Philly cheese. It's not KFC the brand. It's the hood spot Kennedy's Fried Chicken. Hold on. What does KFC stand for? Does KFC stand for Kennedy's? Because y'all got me tripping now. What the heck does KFC stand for? KFC is Kentucky Fried Chicken. Please listen. I said Kennedy's. Kennedy's Fried Chicken is not KFC. That's Kentucky Fried Chicken. Dell, I'm trying not to go on a cheesesteak diatribe. Oh, God. Do you collect Hot Toys or Lego? No. I collect Funko Pops, but I don't collect Hot Toys or Lego. I don't have any space for that. Not gonna lie, pizza and ranch is a fire combo. Interesting. I got to try it. Ranch and pizza is clutch. Okay. He said, don't let them age shame you. Look at these two old fellas trying to defend each other. Top 5 favorite horror movies is Scream, Train to Busan. See, that's why we all love each other. Because you know, Train to Busan. Zombieland? Nice. I only have 3 for now. Okay, that's fair. Oh, I thought you meant top 5 least favorite movies. No worries. Top 5 favorite video games is Force Unleashed 2, Marvel Spider-Man, Super Mario 64, Jedi Fallen Order, and Smash Bros. Nice. Okay, Green Inferno and Evil Dead Rise. Wow, another Evil Dead Rise. Top 5 video games, MLB The Show, Uncharted, Gears of War, Last of Us 2, The Last Fight. Oh my God, The Last Fight. So emotional. And I had me in my feels. And Def Jam Vendetta. Good call out on that. Top 3 movies, Silence of the Lambs, Scream 2, Original Saw. Childhood Crush. Silence of the Lambs is a good one. That's a good one. And that's what Longlegs is being compared to that film. So we'll see. Childhood crushes include Janet Jackson, strong. Kim Fields. I heard that name, but I don't really remember who it is. Bernadette Stannis, Thelma on Good Times. Nice. I was going to have them old man crushes. I sent you a picture, sir. I saw it, sir, and no. LOL. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, no, I said Kennedy's. Kennedy Fried Chicken. That's completely different. Not Kentucky. Oh my God. You shouldn't be ordering a cheesesteak outside of Philly in general. Too bad. I ordered a cheesesteak in New York and it's better than whatever you eat. Who would you have as a villain in Batman Part 2? I would like Mr. Freeze or Man-Bat. But I don't think that's going to happen because I think they're going to keep it grounded. So Hush. I think Hush will be a great villain for him to face his demons because Hush is related to him. So I think that'll be really great for him to face his familia. After they kind of talked about what's going on with his family, if this is like a franchise where he has to deal with the mistakes of his mother and his father, that'll be really, really cool and different for Batman. Another game I forgot was Uncharted 4. I haven't played any of the Uncharted stuff, so yeah. What's your comfort meal / snack? Okay, so the snack, what was on my favorite snack list? Probably a lemon-pound ice cake would be my comfort snack. In terms of favorite meal, my favorite comfort meal is from this Jamaican Caribbean restaurant called Footprints, and it's a honey garlic fried chicken honey garlic fried chicken with rice and peas, salad, and plantains. Fills you up, give you the itis, knock me right out. Cold water or room temp? Cold water. Have you seen what he said? Room temp. Def Jam Vendetta is a classic. I really wish they could make a new one. That would be so fun to beat up Drake with Kendrick Lamar. The last fight in Last of Us 2 had me all sorts of ways. I agree. Hey, Wookie Movies and Music. What's up, man? How are you doing? So, Zach, how about the Return of the King review? Because I want to move on, and I'm going to get that done soon. I am. I was trying to watch this weekend, but I had to do a lot of things. Hopefully, I get to watch it this weekend. Top 5 horror might be different today. Scream, The Exorcist, OG Friday the 13th, OG Nightmare on Elm Street, 7. 7 is considered a horror movie? I didn't know that. Mr. Freeze or Professor Pig? I think Professor Pig would be a really great unknown villain for him to do. Still need to rehush. Great run. My new updated crushes are Taylor Swift, Emily Van Camp, Emma Watson, Rachel McAdams, and Carrie Fisher. Nice. Hush and Hugo Strange 2. It would be cool if they do Halloween, Batman. What's it called? Halloween, The Last Halloween, or something like that. What's that run called again? I think it would be cool to do like Hugo, Penguin, Hush, a bunch of other villains, and he has to figure out what's going on. He said, "Oof, that sounds good." Nice, thank you. Well, I'm not saying thank you like I cooked it. I didn't cook it. 20 through 25 movie of on your 2024 box. Well, let me see. What is on my letterbox? Let me find it. Let me find it. He said 20 through 25. Okay, number 20 is Good Grief. That was on Netflix. Number 21 is Bad Boys Ride or Die. Damsel is number 22. Immaculate is 23. The First Omen is 24. And Snack Shack is 25. My comfort food is in order of cheese fries with bacon served with house-made ranch. Nice. 7 is in my top 10 movies of all time. Such a great movie. I got to check that out. I'm not. Who you shouting out? You said Corey. Who's that? Kendrick's special move should be pop out and show extra damage if you use it against Aubrey. Facts. And should have a sound effect that says wah, 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 wah. And then the crowd goes, stop, F him up. What's in the box? A Long Halloween. Thank you. Long Halloween. Zach, what's your top 10 movies you are looking forward to in 2025? And did you see my list I made and sent you? Did you send that list recently, or that was an old list? I think you sent me like an old list I saw. I have to do research. I don't know everything that's coming out in 2025. I know Superman is going to be in it. Captain America Brave New World. But everything else I'm not 100% sure. I got to look up what's coming out in 2025. And I'm probably going to do a video on that. I'm going to try to do more ranking videos. So I'm probably going to do a video on that at the end of the year. Yes, 7 is awesome. Whether or not it's hard depends on who you ask. Nice. Okay. It's probably psychological horror. I'm basic. My comfort food is pizza. My favorite snack is a Taco Bell. Pizza is right up there. Actually, now, let me change my answer. I love that food I said, but pizza is my comfort food. And then right after that is the garlic fried chicken. What are you? I'm Vengeance. That was so awesome. Corey is Wilkes Movies and More. Oh, okay. I didn't know his real name. No, I sent it to you a few days ago on Instagram. I'll send it to you again. Okay. You don't have to send it to me again. I saw it. Can't forget Cell Block 1 as a signature move. That would be amazing. You better not go Cell Block 1. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, man. 20 to 25 for me is Quiet Place Day 1, Damsel, Roadhouse, Mean Girls, Book of Clarence, and The Bike Riders. Nice. You like The Bike Riders a lot if you have that high up. I can't eat 99% of my favorites due to a huge wheat allergy. Welcome to my first gluten-free birthday cake. Oh, man, that sucks. Well, look, I'm allergic to chocolate, so there's a lot of stuff I can't eat. Corey is Wilkie's Movies. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, man. That sucks. Let me end this this poll. So I asked, do you guys like Attack of Zach? 85% of you guys said yes. 14% said no, surprisingly. Wow. Some people didn't enjoy it, but most of you guys did. So I'm going to continue it, try to improve it and things like that. So be on the lookout for the community tab post so you guys can drop your questions in for next week, in the coming weeks as well. I'll try not to do so many questions at one time like I just did. I'll just say Bike Riders lead the pack of okay movies. Okay. Gotcha. You're harsh on movies. So like I have movies that I think are great in my 20 to 25. Yeah, so like my last great movie is number 28 for me. And then after that's where it's like really good, 29. And my really good movies end at what's that? 41. So from 29 to 41 on my list of my favorite movies of the year ends at 41. And that's where good movie starts at 42. And the good movies end at 53. Some of these movies maybe I need to write down a little lower, but and then from the like very okay, it's like Ghostbusters at 54, The Watchers, and then you get into like Rebel Moon, Damaged, and you get to the bad movies after that. So Drake's signature move would have to be hot sauce filled condom. If you know, you know. Facts. That's crazy that he has to do that. His weakness is gonna be A minor. Sorry, I shouldn't be screaming that out loud on stream. Hey yo, that's crazy. Bike Riders is my number 5 of my top 10 movies of the year so far. Wow, that's pretty high up. Nah, more like fill in the blank. I can't finish it. Oh boy, I've seen 109 movies this year. That's what movies in theaters and movies I bought on physical. Wow, you saw? Well, I don't know. I've seen 60 new movies, and I'm pretty sure I've probably seen more than that in total. Hold on. Can I go by year? Can I switch it by year? It's not letting me switch it by year. I don't know. Keep Ghostbusters or buy it. Keep Ghostbusters or buy it on Apple TV on my TV. Nah, keep Ghostbusters. That's a classic. That's a classic. I would keep it. I'm at 59 movies for the year. Oh, you're one behind me. You're catching up. Hey Zach, can I join you? Oh, well, dark movies, dark room, because yeah, there is a dark movies. Dark Toby. Dark room movies. I am gonna be I'm gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. I actually just gave you a shout out, which is funny. I answered your question that you asked me. Where was it? Where was his question? There you are. Your top 5 fast food chains. I don't know if you remember asking me this. This was not 4 days ago. This was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm wrapping up soon. But how are you doing, Dark Room? 59 movie. Yeah. He said, nah, more like A. I said it for you. A minor. Do, 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 do. One last poll question. He says, I've only seen 8 movies this year that are brand new. Okay. Yeah, I got green foil DVD case for Ghostbusters. I'll DM you what it looks like after the stream. Nice. I'm excited to see it. That sounds cool. Okay, let's get into you guys do that last poll, and then we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. Let me close all these windows so my computer can slow down. I can't believe I thought I got a Philly cheesesteak from Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's hilarious. Zach, I'm 1 episode away from completing One Piece season 1 episodes. Season 1 was 61 episodes. Jesus Christ, that is so many episodes. And did you see my 4 movies on my 2026 list? Yeah, I saw both lists. The other movie said he saw 31 movies. So is that new movies or just movies in general? What hot toy should I get first? Toby Spider-Man or ESB Luke Skywalker? I thought you were getting rid of stuff. Why are you buying new stuff? Let me stop. You should get Toby because I'm a Spider-Man fan, and yeah, I don't remember the last time I binged 61 episodes of something in a 2 week span. 2 weeks? Damn. I wish I could sit down and do that. I have no time. Well, my attention span is all over the place. Too busy playing 2K, trying to rebuild teams and make them win championships. That's what I'm doing when I'm not watching movies and doing YouTube. Oh, Zach, I have 147 on Amazon account to spend for my Prime Day. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Prime Day. See if I get any physical media. He said, damn, Kenny? Yeah, that's a lot. And I wasn't even driving and watching this time. Wow. Well, he said it like, bro, stop doing that. Stop driving and watching stuff. It's not good. Not good at all. I'm getting rid of stuff, yes, but I also want new stuff after I make money off my old stuff. Okay. Yeah, get the Spider-Man. But I was watching it while I was editing and doing dishes. Okay, got you. So you was multitasking. That's hard for me. I have to focus on what I'm watching. I can't leave it on in the background thing. I don't like that. The only thing I'm trying to get, I'm hoping it goes down to $100 or less, is Columbia Pictures Volume 4K box sets. Nice. What comes in that box set that you want? Collect the movie, man. It was funny. I was just talking about that Dogman movie, and I just got a notification that's available right on Prime Video now. I will send you a picture after the stream. Nice. 37 new movies, 193 total. Wow. What's your top 5 of those 37 movies? Spider-Man one looks cool. Do you watch 3C Films? Is that a YouTuber? Let me see. 3C Films. Who is this man? Oh, I know who this is. I watch him sometimes. I don't watch him a lot though. They just announced Volume 2. What movie / TV franchise would you like to start or complete by the end of the year? Start? I would like to complete Lord of the Rings by the end of the year. I don't know if there's any franchises I want to start. I know there's stuff that I need to catch up on. Harley Quinn show, Superman anime, My Adventures with Superman, The Bear. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know if there's any franchises that I want to start. In terms of movies, I think I want to try to do Matrix. Start that and finish that by the end of the year. But yeah, finish Lord of the Rings and then move on and see what we can do for these throwbacks. I forgot to say this, Zach, but can you put me down for 2025? Definitely need to do my homework movie-wise. Oh, where do I have you for? Let me see. Did I already have you for a date? No, I don't have you for a date. So I'm going to put you in May, June. You have a whole year to prepare. Dave show. There's just now Volume 5 to come out in September, and there are some real bangers in there. Nice. House of Dragon, you need to watch. Yeah, I need to watch this season. Yeah. I know I already started the franchise. Would you be excited if they did a theatrical live action Ben 10 movie? It depends who's behind it. Like, I like the Ben 10 animated series, and then they did kind of do like a live action thing on Cartoon Network that was kind of low budget. If they can find the right person to do it right, I will be excited. What's a movie criticism that grinds your gears? Ooh, that's a very, very, very good question. The movie is too long. Like, it's just too long. I don't have time. Even if the movie's great, even if the movie uses the time well. There's people who just won't watch long movies. That bothers me. What else grinds my gears about movies? Trying to think. Movie complaints. Oh, when people complain that the plot didn't go the direction that they wanted to go. You should be watching movies to experience what the creatives are trying to make you experience, not to predict the ending or try to make it what you want it to be. That grinds my gears. That's not why I watch movies. That's why, like, for a film like Civil War, despite the advertising lying to me and lying to everybody, I still enjoyed the film that Alex Garland wanted to make because this is what he advertised. If you watch his interviews, for example. He said, all right, I'm ready for the stream. Oh, that's funny, Zach. I just did Attacking Zach, but not you, obviously. And I answered your question. Where is it? Where's Zach? The top 5 male hairstyles. I answered for you. Just to show you what you missed. For me, it's nobody asks for this. Rarely does anyone ask for any of this. Yeah, that's mine. It never used to be my issue because I didn't hear it that much. But now that I'm part of the movie community, I am so tired of hearing that. No one asks for any of these movies, especially the original one. Obviously, there's some movies that people wanted and asked for, but most movies people don't ask for. No one asked for an Iron Man film, and it started one of the greatest franchises of all time. Like, that's not a really an excuse. It annoys me. That grinds my. Thank you, Kenny. That does grind my gears. Thoughts on the new He-Man movie? Are you excited for the Thundercats movie? Let me look them up. I don't know who's behind it. I know that they casted He-Man. He-Man movie. 2024. Is it 2024? So Nicholas Gazzini, who I didn't realize it was in Bottoms, and he was hilarious in that, will be in Masters of the Universe. Okay, so the director of Bumblebee is doing it. That makes me excited. I love that he's getting more opportunities as a Black director. And yeah, okay, I'm excited now because I think Nicholas is a really good choice. He obviously has to beef up, but he also always has he already has like the square jaw. He already has like the face and all that stuff to do it. He just has to bulk up. And Travis Knight is pretty good. So I'm excited for that. Who's doing the Thundercats movie? Thundercats movie. So it's just speculation, but do they have like people attached? I don't think there's anybody attached. And actually, that's going to be a good question to ask you guys. So I'm going to end this poll. 100% of you guys say you like the stream. You better. Is better. He-Man or Thundercats? I know my answer, and I'll reveal my answer after the poll is done. Start poll. What's your pet peeve in movies? So I'm planning on doing either top 5 pet peeves in movies or top 10. But I can say that right now, as a spoiler for that video, is when a movie starts and it does the whole like show all the production companies, Warner Brothers, and then it shows the or like A24, and then it shows the other production company, the other production, all the logos, and then the movie starts, like they get into the movie and they show them again. Oh my god, that annoys me. I don't know why, but I feel like if you already showed it here, why are you showing it again? Because usually they do that, then they slow the beginning of the movie down so they can show those things so you can pay attention to them. And it's like, why did you put the logos in the beginning if you're gonna do it again? Annoys me. And these Columbian Pictures volume sets that are 4K usually never get separate 4K releases. The first volume now worth $1,200. Wow. He said, in no order: Love Lies Bleeding, One Love, Abigail, and Fall Guy. Interesting. Nice. I have volume 2, and I just found out the box set is worth $450. Nice. What is the silliest thing that will pull you out of a movie? So one thing, and I guess this is another pet peeve. When someone's having a conversation, so let's say two people are having a conversation, and then like the conversation seems like it ended, and the person walks away, and the person goes, "Hey," and makes them come back, and they start having a conversation again. Annoys the shit out of me. Pulls me out of the movie. I'm like, what is that? Why? Why do you do that? There's never been a reason that I've seen where that makes sense. Movie criticism that grinds my gears. It's woke. Yes, that's a good one. That is a really, really good one. Because they always use the word wrong every single time. I rarely see anyone other than Chillmonger use that word correctly. For me, I need to catch up on Fallout. Me too. I only watched the first episode. Then I might watch that Yakuza Prime TV show. That comes out, I think, in September or October. So you have time. And maybe Knuckle TV show. I'm not watching that. I know if the Penguin show drops this year or not. It does. It is dropping this year. I think it drops in August, and I'm watching that as too. Sorry to disappoint you. Movie pet peeves. Person, you pushed me away. Person 2, you should have fought harder for me anyway. You should have fought harder for me anyway. What? Yeah. Oh my god. It's so stupid. I'm gonna save some of these because you guys are really like making me remember some pet peeves I had. That's so dumb. When I was a kid, I thought it was like, oh, that's so sweet and romantic. Now I'm like, that's dumb as I'll just say dumb as shit. Oh man. Save some of these for my pet peeves one. Just screenshotting all your answers so I can make a video off of it. Oh man. All right, I think that's it. Hey yo, I'm back. Hi. Damn. Okay. Travis Knight is behind He-Man, which sounds great, but I'm hesitant about the script. Yeah, I don't know who's writing it, so we'll see who's writing the film. Only had 4 in my top 5. Add Lola to the list. Okay. I haven't seen Lola. I've never even heard of that movie. Skeletor is such a funny, cool, ruthless villain. Yes, and hopefully they use the memes to make him even funnier. Because those memes are hilarious. Hey, Dave Show, it's okay. You did so. I just broke my heart. Aw. He-Man. Similar pet peeve in movies. People don't say some form of goodbye when ending a phone call. They hang up. Yeah, that's weird. The documents are in the briefcase. Click. That's a funny pet peeve. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Hey, Opie Thorn Alliance. You also are someone that I just shouted out. I answered your top 5 favorite video games on Attacking Zach, as you can see here. Thank you for the question. My week is okay so far. Just okay. I don't know what He-Man is or Thundercats, but I voted for Thundercats because it has the word cat in it. I love cats. That's one of the most hilarious comments I've ever seen. You never watched He-Man or Thundercats as a kid? Interesting. He said, if you didn't like Back to the Future 1, I'd be shocked if you found the sequels a bit better. Interesting. I'm scared to watch Back to the Future now. Silly thing that will pull me out of a movie. Weird guitar riffs. Looking at you, Sam Raimi and Doctor Strange 2. What? I guess. You never had someone call you back to a convo? Lucky you. Like, yeah, in real life, okay, that can happen. But yes, that would annoy me in real life. But in a movie, that doesn't need to happen. You wrote that in there. I'm annoyed when things land on the lens. Interesting. Like a POV shot of something heading on the lens of the camera? I hate when people use this. This is woke and everything. Yeah. Why do you think movies this year don't feel as epic compared to last year? I don't know. I think the big releases are just few and far between. I feel like last year it was just big release after big release after big release after big release after big release. Now it's kind of spread it out. We're still getting epic movies. Furiosa, Doom Part 2. I think Fall Guy was an epic film. But I think that last year it was just a lot just dropping at one time. And this year it's a lot more spread it out. We're getting more mid-tier movies in terms of like production. What's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to villains? Villains who stop to tell their whole plan and leave the human there alive instead of just killing them. That trope needs to stop. I will definitely be doing a review of Longlegs when I get to it. Nice. Back to the Future is a classic. Well, Dave's show doesn't like it. Good example. I hated Blood and Honey, but I really enjoyed Blood and Honey 2. Oh, that's true. Back to the Future is amazing. All these people love Back to the Future, but Dave show didn't. I seriously wonder which will come first. Myself watching Longlegs or Zach watching Return of the King. I think me watching Return of the King will come first. I couldn't believe that he didn't like Back to the Future. That literally, when I saw that review, I almost wanted to unsubscribe. Jeez. You guys are so sensitive about your little movies. He said, you watching Longlegs first. Damn, Dave show. No faith. Oh, you're not comparing Back to the Future to Blood and Honey. Dumbest idea in the book, telling someone the whole scheme. Not a great plan. Yeah, not a great plan. Okay, so we reached the end. This was really fun, guys. Definitely had a great time. Did I have one last poll? I'm gonna end that right now. Let's see what it says. 50-50 on which one is better, He-Man or Thundercats. So it's a split idea, but this was really fun. I appreciate every single one of you guys that came out to the live stream today. Participate anything. You can hear I'm losing my voice. This was just really great. I had a fun time talking about everything here. Be on the lookout for the snippets of the live stream and check those out. Be on the lookout for my Longlegs review, and be on the lookout for my top 10 favorite movies of all time and my top 10 pet peeves in movies. I will also, please, if you have not already watch my top 10 movies of the year video. Really proud of that video, and I love everyone's opinion on it. And once you watch it, drop a comment on the video. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys that say it was a great stream. Appreciate you all. Zach will probably be streaming tomorrow. Go check him out. Thank you. I'm glad that you could be here too. You just keep getting better and better. Good night. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Biggest villain pet peeve is when Sith Lord can't be a person who just learned oh God. We appreciate you, Zach. Keep going strong. I appreciate you. Back to the Future was epic. We will start it now. Wait, what are you starting now? Killmonger, where did you come from? I'm so confused what you're talking about. I definitely going to watch it later tonight when I'm in bed, because right now my phone's about to die. I hate when they kill off a good villain. That sucks. Like Darth Vader not beating Luke in a gunfight on Death Star. Yeah. I hear you. Also, shout out to Miss Sparks. What's up? Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you. But guys, thank you. Oh, you said to watch your top 10. Oh, okay. Got you. Appreciate you. I thought that comment came before I said that. Thank you so much, Showmaker. I appreciate you so much. Guys, peace out. Love you all. See you next time. And hopefully next time I'll have a proper outro. Peace.